Yes.
I'm really sorry to steer us off topic.
Yeah.
But Corey,
Yes.
what the hell is this sticker on your laptop?
It's a Supreme sticker with a naked woman, I think. Is that the one?
Yes,
That's a Supreme sticker as well.
her legs are also open and there's like a goose. Like
Honestly, I was like, I'll just take all my Supreme stickers, slap them on. Didn't even bother paying attention.
Yeah.
It's a hype laptop.
Am I the first one to bring this up?
Yeah.
Well, all your other guests noticed it.
Well, you are the first girl on the podcast too.
You broke
So
broke
we
the
are
trend
glad
of males being on
to
here.
have you on as our first guest.
It's more fun like this, isn't it?
Yo, welcome guys. It is your boy Corey.
It's your boy John.
And this is the Artistry Drop where we feature upcoming rising artists. Guys, it is almost Christmas.
Let's go.
Let's
Christmas
go.
week.
Two more
Come
days.
on.
2 more days, you know, and I'm excited, like, gonna see what kind of gifts I get this year.
Damn, he's selfish. He's only thinking about his gifts. It's all about giving.
It is, but I'm also excited to be with the family.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to be with the family too, and I actually got some gifts. Got some gifts for this guy, so yeah,
I'm excited to see what you. I mean, last time you did say you were getting me a dildo, which I'm hoping doesn't happen.
It might happen. Every year, I feel like I'm tempted more and more to get you, a dildo. Because and it's crazy that when we went back for his birthday, his sister actually got him a yellow.
It wasn't a dildo.
It's a soap dispenser shaped as a dildo.
I don't know why, but
we all know why.
No.
Yeah. I think we all know.
We do gag gifts a lot.
Oh
so,
yeah, we do.
I mean, we
we just joke around.
Yeah, we just joke around. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. I'm excited to bring on today's guest. Super excited for this. Our guest is a Korean-American R&B, a pop singer, and a model breaking stereotypes in the American entertainment industry. Her goal is to help elevate the portrayal and views of Asians in America by being powerful and a vocal influence in the media. She's worked with big brands such as Teen Vogue, BuzzFeed, Nike, Fenty Beauty, and much more. She's also, she's famous, guys. I'm glad to have her here.
Yes,
guys,
sir.
Please welcome Alice.
Let's go.
What's up, guys?
Let's go.
It's
Super
the
excited.
fake applause.
Super excited to have you here. It's been a minute since I've actually seen you. I think the last time I saw you was, earlier this year. I want to say, March, February. How's everything been with you?
Things have been really good. I just learned something about you. You like dildos. I see you in a new light.
Hey.
So that's very special.
Amen.
I appreciate it.
Amen.
But yeah, it's been so good.
That's good.
Y'all caught me at a good time because life's been great.
Hey,
Let me
that's
tell
good.
you.
You've been popping.
You shining. You glowing, girl.
She's glowing.
Yes.
You popping. And no, I see the things you do. I'm super excited for you. Proud of you, what you've been doing.
Oh, thank
you. And I already knew the first time we met, you're such a cool person. Just to be around and yeah, your spirit, everything. Super dope. And like I said, I'm excited to see what you do in the future. You're gonna blow up.
Thank you.
But of course, we brought you on here because we need to know things about you. You need to be inspirational.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
I'm
Here we
gonna
go,
keep
guys.
it
Here
real
we go.
honest.
Super excited though.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
We did say earlier. But
I'm ready.
we got to start from the beginning. How did you get into music?
I told you I'm gonna keep everything real honest.
Okay.
I don't
Of course.
lie.
Yeah, don't
I
lie.
was just really good at it.
Okay. Hey.
So when I was
Speak the
younger,
truth.
you know how when you're younger you have this existential crisis. You're like, what am I good at?
Right.
And I was thinking about it, and I was like, kind of nothing. I'm just cute and funny. But then, my chorus teacher, Mr. Princing, will always remember him. He kept shouting me out and making me sing this solo. And then he was like, "Oh my God, pipes!" And I was like, "I have pipes." And then
Wait, this is elementary school or?
this is elementary school,
Elementary,
yeah.
okay.
But that type of encouragement, especially at a young age, matters so much because I was like, oh, I'm good at this. Oh, okay. And so I would audition for the musical and county chorus and things like that, and I'd get the lead and I'd get into county chorus, and I was like, okay, I'm good at this.
Right,
So I also I don't care about anything else. So it kind of just worked out that became my path, and I sucked at school. So thank God I'm talented.
Right.
Because I don't know what would have happened after other than that. Ooh, man.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's dope. This is my first time meeting you.
Yeah.
Of course, but the vibes is all right.
Oh wait, you know what? Actually, we didn't introduce the drink of the day. We forgot.
yeah,
Let's introduce that, and then we'll get more to Alice.
Hey, okay.
It's
Yeah,
radioactive. I'm
I know
scared.
it's green.
I
Don't
don't know.
worry, it's safe. It's sweet. A little bit scary because it is inspired by the Grinch. This is the Grinch cocktail. It has Midori liquor. That's why it's a little bit green. Has a little bit of vodka, simple syrup, and some lemon, and then topped with club soda.
I told this man not to add these sprinkles to the drink again because on our last episode we literally had it pouring all over the table. So he still does it, guys, and it is what it is.
It's the
He's a
Christmas
rebel.
Christmas vibes. You know, you got the green with the red. That's
All right, let's go for it.
screams the
Oh
Grinch.
fuck!
We're gonna
See?
cheers.
Damn, this shit is. Hold on. Wait for me.
I got a
All right,
coaster with
okay.
Let's
mine.
All right, cheers.
All right, cheers.
To the drop.
Go.
Ooh.
All right, Grinch. Let's see how you are.
It's actually not as fruity.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's
Is
not
that
as
good
sweet.
for you?
Okay. Woo!
Is that good for
Yeah.
you?
I thought you were gonna like throw so much tequila in there or
Actually, no,
something
no,
and
we're
just
joking.
destroy me.
Like there is a lot of tequila, you just can't taste it.
For real?
Yeah. No.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be mad about that. This
Yeah.
tastes really good.
It
am
definitely is not as
thoroughly
fruity as all our other drinks.
I made
but
yours a little bit sweeter, just in case.
Why did you not make mine sweeter?
Because you're a sweet person yourself.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm not.
Oh.
No, you are too. I got caught. I caught the lies.
Okay, so I want to get back to like our questions.
Yes,
So
yes.
you kind of chose music due to the fact just being in school. Like your teacher mentioning you had pipes is.
So I know, right? I was like, I'm just good at it. Let's leave it there. No. So I mean, that's how I like initially got into it, you know?
Okay.
But then I realized like as I got older and as, it became less of like a show and tell, oh, I'm good at this, let me show this thing off. Like there's like real impact you can have as a vocalist and an artist.
Yeah.
But for me, like even aside from like the songs themselves, I think just like as an individual, just the kind of influence that comes with being somebody that people listen to is something that has kept me going because I've always been somebody who's like proudly vocal about things. And I think as it became apparent to me that like I can be a voice for the Asian American community, I was like, oh, like gotta keep this going, gotta keep the artistry going, gotta keep my name out there because the more that happens, the more like my words hold weight.
Right.
And so yeah, that's like a big thing for me right now.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, that's understandable. Killing it though.
She can't go to no desk job or nothing like that. Hello. Hi, I'm an
Especially-
accountant. Listen.
Hey. Especially being out here in LA, you're at the right place.
Yeah.
You're not originally from LA, right?
This is so good. I'm in
Oh, thank you.
trouble.
We might see a different side of Alice today,
Oh,
guys.
right.
I
She's
don't
coming
know.
out.
Might see a different side. We got to prepare ourselves.
So, I'm not from LA. Of course, I'm not from LA.
I know. I mean,
guys.
almost nobody's from LA.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
it's also like, come on, I'm not from LA.
Come
I
on.
feel. Wait, oh my god, are you guys from LA?
No.
we're not.
Okay, so I can
No.
say
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, it's just different. The vibes are different. Like when you're from LA, but I'm from the East Coast.
Okay.
So I'm from. So I grew up in like the North Jersey area, like right
okay.
across the bridge from New York City. I was in New York City like all the time growing up, and then moved to Boston after. So I'm a hardcore
okay.
East Coaster. We keep it real, and
Yeah.
that's like the culture I
So
like.
where
Yeah.
were you actually born? In New Jersey or?
Jersey, yeah.
In Jersey, okay. And then you were raised in Boston.
No, I moved to Boston when I was maybe a little bit older. So technically
okay,
born
gotcha.
and raised in Jersey, but I don't own that because I don't like New Jersey.
Really? What about it?
It's just like, what are you good at? Like, what do you do here? Like it's just,
It's a small like state, right?
it's the peanut state.
Yeah.
It's shaped like a peanut,
Yeah.
and it's just like there's just nothing. And my whole time in Jersey was basically just getting bullied the whole time. So I'm like, I don't have any ownership over this state.
No good memories. No good memories.
I mean, like, kind of. So sometimes
yeah.
I just say, I'm from Boston.
Yeah.
And people are like, where? And I'm like, don't ask anymore.
That's
So
it.
wait, your family though, is your family living in Jersey still, or
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever you go back home, you go to Jersey.
Jersey, and some of them are in New York, but they're all like near each other.
Okay.
in
What
the
about
East Coast.
your parents though? Your parents are in Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but are their family members? They're kind of just scattered.
Like New Jersey, New York. They like, for some reason, just can't leave those two states. I'm like,
Right.
there's better things out there.
In the
But
world.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I cut you off when you were talking about LA, so you could
Yeah.
continue saying what you were.
No, I wanted you to cut me off.
She didn't want to be in trouble.
We want that truth because honestly, I mean, we have a lot of things to say about LA as well.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
So
She'll be diplomatic about it. So I've just noticed that people here tend to sugarcoat things, and I really don't like that because it just feels very inauthentic. Like
Right,
I
yeah.
would rather pretend I wanted to work with you on a photo shoot, and I hit you up.
yeah.
But if you just didn't see the vision or something, or you just didn't want to work with me, I would rather you be like, hey, I don't see our vibes matching.
Right,
And that's honest.
Yeah.
And I have really thick skin, so that wouldn't hurt me because it's just kind of like, oh, that's true. Okay, cool. But then people here are very like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm busy. No, you're not. You're not doing anything. Or like they just like won't respond, or they'll like just all these like they'll just like the mess. I'm just like, just be transparent, you know?
Right,
like
right,
I
right.
don't know. Or like there's just a lot of fakeness in this.
Oh,
I
I
was
took
gonna say that.
one sip. And you're making me say things. I mean, there is a lot of fakeness though. Like
No facts.
The Grinch is coming out.
rare baby. Ooh, she's breaking things. Oh. So I'm a member. Yep. I
I'm a member.
remember the first freaking week I moved to LA, I went to like influencer parties and events and whatever. I never thought this could be real. People would be like, what's your Instagram? And then they would either talk to me more or less based off of
Your
what they
followers.
saw.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, do I have sick pictures? Who follows me? How many followers do I have? And like
Yeah.
seeing that the first week that I moved here, I was like, whew.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's
I'm not about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
no, definitely. I agree with that. Like, I haven't really got myself in that kind of situation just because I try to stay as far away from that kind of stuff. You know, we even moving down here. You know, we're from Seattle. Moving down here, we kind of already knew how LA would be. You know,
Yeah.
and we had talks about this. We're like, we gotta, keep our mindset straight. Like, we gotta come down here, do exactly what we're here to.
Yeah.
And that's to create, good content like music videos. We're doing the podcast and just content overall. And that's what I told him is like, let's not get our heads stuck up in our ass like when we're down here.
Yeah.
Let's keep on the goal and keep on the goal and our dreams. Like because moving down here, of course my dream has been, since graduating film school, just create movies. Like create music videos, like and work our way up.
Yeah.
And like things definitely started happening just the middle of this year, and now next year it's just gonna get even better.
Right.
So I'm excited to just keep creating music videos because that was the goal in the first place.
Yeah.
Like back home, it's really hard because in Seattle it's
First of all, the weather.
yeah, I mean the weather. So there's been many times where we would plan like a music video or a video shoot. It rains.
Raining. Yep. I
That's
know
the thing.
that
So
feel.
it's like, oh fuck, like we got to reschedule this shoot now, So
Mm-hmm.
that was one thing, but also it's really hard to find good artists in Seattle. I know artists come out of everywhere, but it's hard.
Right.
All right,
So it's
Seattle,
like for a
everybody.
few.
There's
Yeah, no,
targets on your back now. Oh,
No, it's
okay.
facts though. It is facts.
I mean, granted, Seattle's on the come up. There
It
is
is.
some good artists out there,
but
but
they're hard to find.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like that's it. They're just hard to find and hard to reach out. Versus here, it's like
There's
once you
too many.
There's too many.
Yeah. Right.
It's like once you connect with one artist, it leads to another, and that's exactly what's been happening. Now that like the last 3 music videos we shot, now like artists are reaching out to me, so I'm like, that's perfect. That's the goal. Like the goal is to just keep growing and developing. The skills and. now we got like a production team. So now, you know, he's like my assistant director. Rachel is the one designing all the clothes. Like if the artist wants it, and you know, we just keep going in full circle. So and now we just added another person as like production assistant and stuff like that. So, you know, we're really trying to do we're trying to do more legit things, you know.
Come on now.
But you know, like getting back to like the LA stuff, I mean, like I said, like I agree with you, and I've seen this on YouTube, and you know, I've heard stories about it, and that's why I said, you know, like when we move down here, we just got to stay away from that. You know, let's just keep with our goals and stuff like that. Make friends with people like we can actually trust, and you know, you know, once you meet somebody, you kind of already know.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
Yeah, once you meet somebody, you already know a vibe with them.
Yeah,
and if you get a certain vibe, you just back away. You know, so that's how I feel about it.
You could get lost in it too, especially coming to LA. You know, a lot of people, you know, feel like you change. Oh, you Hollywood now. You know, you get too fake, or you know, you're too good for everybody. But honestly, like when we came down, we knew kind of what we were getting ourselves into. We're like, okay, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna want to party every day. You know, we gotta not get lost into you know, our goals and stuff like that. So we tried to have like a steady mindset and really do what we say that we were going to do, you know, and this is how the Artistry Drop.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like we, you know, I don't know if you know how old I am. It's just.
Let's just get that out the way first.
It shook me.
I did tell you, right?
I saw it on your freaking bio, and I was like.
She was like, she didn't believe me. Like, I was like, no, like, I get this all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
we call him Grandpa.
You're 22. Just.
I mean,
I mean, look it.
That's the
maybe
goal.
26.
Like, I don't know.
No, a lot of people say I'm from either 20 to 28.
You're not in your damn 30s, is what I know.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Honestly, no, like
because he's in his damn 40s. He's not in the 30s. He's in the 40s.
Wait,
no.
He is?
No, he's
not.
No,
okay. I was like, hold on.
I'm 34. So, like I said, a lot of people don't believe me when I say that. But
let me just say this disclaimer now. We always make fun of his age, but it's not really because he's old. It's just because, you know, we just have that as an inside joke.
Yeah,
so
it's an inside
anybody
joke,
who like comes on or is listening to the podcast, we're not really clowning on him.
You're just saying that now because you're a coworker.
Yeah, because people are like, oh, you clowning on him because he's old? Man, maybe I should come on. You know, I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just an inside joke. Calm down.
Yeah, no, just like relating to the age thing, like I don't really party anyways, you know. It's not really my thing, but you know,
clubs.
I don't. It's not my thing, honestly. So it's like we go out to parties with like friends, you know, like close friends. We have little get-togethers and stuff, but it's not like I go to, you know, like mansion parties or anything like that. You know, honestly, I'm content with just working on my content, trying to be successful, stay at home, you know, and that's just me. You know, I mean,
that's old, man.
I mean,
he's a little old, but it does pay off. Yeah.
Honestly, like anyways, you know, I get a lot of my networking from Instagram. That helps me. So for me, technically, I don't feel like I need to go to like these events or parties just because those aren't the type of people I'm trying to connect with. I'm trying to connect with people like artists, like musicians, and to shoot their music videos. You know, so Instagram is the way to do it. Like just networking through that way. You know, right. I mean, what about you? Like,
I mean, of course, I've loved to party. You know, I'm a dancer at the end of the day too, so it's always fun, you know, to go to parties and stuff like that and relieve some of the stress. But honestly, like, I hardly party too, maybe like once a month, unless we have like a friends get together. So I don't really go out that much either. Low key, why I'm still single, but you know.
It is. We've been trying to get him a girl, guys. Like, if you guys are watching this, like,
let's go.
Alice hooked me up.
If you guys are watching this, you know, get at my boy. Like,
Come on.
He needs a girl. Like, we've been trying for the last year. So if you guys are interested, you know, hit his Instagram, his DMs. Like,
yes, sir.
Let's get it, you know.
Come on, I'm ready.
You know, the dating scene in LA is a little tricky.
Yeah. No.
It's a little tricky. Like, be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Because some people, there's a lot of people who are not good people in this city. Yeah. So be careful.
Like, who might even use you. Like,
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've experienced that. Yeah.
No, you haven't.
So I totally understand. How long have you been in LA?
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, I have a taste. Like, I get. How long have y'all been here?
2 years.
2. Yeah, 2.
Oh,
so
I've been here longer.
Yeah, you've been here longer.
Oh, that's hilarious. You came here COVID year?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Pretty
Literally,
much.
like we moved down here in we were like a couple weeks separate, but he came down here first, and then I came
Pretty
down.
much September of 2019.
2019.
is when we came.
Yeah. So almost, it'll be 3 years soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we literally came here 6 months later, COVID hit. We're like, fuck. Like we
Right.
didn't even get to experience like LA.
Yeah, we had a
you
lot
know?
of plans.
You
Yeah.
still haven't.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah. And honestly, you know,
okay.
it's been hard to even go out and do things now because, you know, like when I moved down here with a job. You know, I was a videographer for a women's legging brand. And that was yeah. Don't be hating.
I'm a videographer for a women's legging brand.
Come on.
Honestly,
Of course,
I
Aldana, baby.
Yeah.
I try to keep that low key before, but like that's in the past, you know. So, but it was paying me a lot. Like
No,
it paid
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It paid me enough to live down here and do what I wanted to do, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, once COVID hit, of course, I had to get laid off, you know. So and then resulted in getting unemployment. And then just this year, you know, finally got a good job with the Academy, which is the Oscars.
Yeah.
So, you know, I work for them now, which is amazing. You know, like a footstep to get into the film industry.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
You know, so that's one of the goals. But yeah, now since been working, like it's hard to do anything. Work Monday through Friday. And then weekends we're doing, you know, either
Shoots.
music video shoots or, you know, our podcast. So like I said, it's literally grind life.
Yeah, 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7, you know. So it's definitely been like hard to even experience LA. And I still have a lot of things I want to like go out and do,
Right, right.
you know.
Same.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Have you experienced LA at full?
Hell yeah. I mean I live life to the absolute fullest.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's what's up.
cuz I've been in positions where
You made that
stop
sound.
making me talk. Like
Just the way you said it.
Yeah,
I was
the way you said it.
it. Okay.
situations.
There you go.
Situations
There you go.
where I kind of was like, you know, like a caged bird, not
Okay.
fully living because of either who was around me or, you know, circumstances. But right now I'm in a place where I'm like, no one is holding me down. No one is
Yeah.
telling me what to do, what not to do. No one's affecting my mentality. I am
Right.
not depressed. Like I am living.
Hey.
And but like in like the best, healthiest way.
Right.
Because like sometimes when people say that, you know, it means like, oh, I'm out every weekend getting trashed and
Right.
smashed and all these
Yeah.
things. And like for me, honestly, I'm just like filling my life with good things. Like
Right.
great people. Exercise. I'm working all the time. Like I do my soul work, you know, journaling and all that stuff. Like it's been really good. So
That's good.
like part of, you know, living out my experience in LA is, you know, hanging out with my friends more. Now we do go out. You're not missing much from those clubs and mansion parties. I'll tell you that. They're not that cool.
Yeah.
They're not
I mean,
that cool.
I've heard that as well, you know.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
We
Yeah.
definitely see the glow up. Let's talk about your outfit real quick because
Yeah.
you normally wear black.
Can you stand up? Can
So-
you stand up and give everybody
So
like
this is
Oh, am I
Alice
too
at her
tall?
fullest form.
that the headphones though?
Hey.
Oh, the infamous
The
Alice
all white.
pose. I mentioned to her that
Yes.
she looks like Captain EO. I'll pop up a photo comparison so you guys, if you guys don't know Captain EO, but
Terrified.
the fit is
Terrified.
dope though. Like
Yeah, the fit
honestly,
is dope.
like
Thank
I definitely
you.
want to talk more about, you know, fashion later. But I want to get into like schooling. You know, you went to Berklee, correct?
Yeah.
You went to
Yeah.
Berkeley. Oh, that doesn't sound like you're excited about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, why though? Like, why did you choose Berkeley? How was it?
Okay, so people who went to Berkeley with me hate when I'm honest about Berkeley. But I'm like, y'all are lying to yourselves that the money was worth it. Because no, it wasn't. Like, for 4 years of education, it's like, what, like $60K a year? Like, for...
60K a year.
Yes,
And
sir.
for 4
A year.
years.
Is oh no, sorry, whoa. For 4 years.
Okay,
total.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And like every
I was
year,
like,
60K?
I was like,
I'm-
God damn, that's like 200,000 right there.
Yeah, I'm in debt. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just going there at first, I was like, oh my God, it's the greatest music school in the world. Like, I'm so awesome, blah, blah, blah. But there were a lot of things about Berkeley that honestly, it's not in my experience, it wasn't quite as chalked up as it sounds. You know, like people think like you go there and you're famous.
Yeah.
Right? No, you're not. Like
Right.
a lot of what they teach you there is absolutely irrelevant to what you actually need in the industry. So for me, you know, thankfully I'm a go-getter and I'm very proactive, so I didn't struggle with this much. But a lot of people who, you know, want to be artists now, they live in LA, you know, they're really talented. They can out-sing me all day long.
Right.
But a lot of people didn't learn like the business aspect of it. They didn't learn social media or anything that like doesn't come as naturally to every single person.
Right.
So it's like for a school that teaches some people who choose, you know, voice or artistry like as a major, it didn't teach you how to be an artist. You just learned how to sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like people can be as talented as they want, but if you don't have like the business skills to go with it, it's
That makes sense.
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
Right.
that's my thing about Berklee. I'm like, you didn't teach nobody. No.
Yeah.
But, it's okay.
So is Berklee strictly like, is it a vocal school or is it just a music school or?
It's a music school.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
so
a full-on music school.
full on music
So they teach you like
school.
instruments or?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can learn an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting. My college experience was unlike anybody else's. And it was fun. It was very fun. And
Yeah.
I met a lot of really dope people and crazy talented people. But it's like in terms of like education, it's like, I don't know, you know?
What did they teach you there? Like,
Okay.
in general, like
You
If-
want to know what
if you said it sucks so much, I'm just why, like, what did they teach? Like,
I mean, it's like why did I need to learn conducting?
oh, gotcha.
When am I ever gonna do that? Like because if it was for someone who wants to go in that route, I
Right.
get it.
Yeah.
But what's it called? My major was music business, and my principal, which is like the instrument that you get in on, was
Yeah.
vocals. When am I ever gonna use conducting? Or like the hardcore like calculus level music theory. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't use that either. I also don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
learning calculus but music version. It's like
Okay.
some people will need it. A very small group of people will need it, but then most of us don't. And
Yeah.
so for me, it's just like I wish like you just told us like everything about the business.
Yeah.
because that's anything anybody ever just needed to learn.
Yeah.
And I don't
Right.
think we got enough of that.
Yeah.
So
No, I get that. That makes sense. Honestly, I feel like that's like any school.
Yeah.
Like almost because
True.
even for me at film school, like I learned a lot of and then you got to do GE classes again. Like you learn this stuff in high school and then you got
Yeah.
to do it in college.
yeah.
And like I went through the same thing. Like they taught us, but actually, with film school, the reason I told him this too, the reason why I liked film school was because you get to find out what you want to do. Because when you're trying to get into the film industry, you don't know necessarily if you want to be a director. That gives you the
Yeah.
opportunity. You don't know if you want to be a gaffer or grip. You find that out at film school. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's the good thing I would say about film school, but the money, like I'm in debt too. I have almost $100,000 of film school debt.
Feel
and,
that.
and it's crazy, and I don't think it's worth the money. It's
Yeah.
definitely not worth the money, but I would give props to film school just because it gave me a lot of knowledge, and I'm working for the Oscars now, which is
Yeah.
amazing. So that helped me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's sometimes school is just not worth it. I would say maybe medical school.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah, you have to, and you get a lot of money like being in the medical field. But
Right.
with things like us, like creating and stuff, like
Yeah.
it's just not worth it for school, and that's why there's a big thing, big debate with people going to film school as well, whether like is it worth it, because it's expensive first of all, like
Yep.
I said, but do you need film school anyways to get in the film industry?
Right.
No, you don't. Like I would say. This is what we talked about before.
Right.
You don't need film school to make films or make music videos. Like you can learn that at your own, like YouTube and stuff, you
Yep.
know? But I would say if you're really trying to break into the film industry, like working on Marvel, you need film school, because there's a lot.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that they like you see on YouTube. I feel like you won't find on YouTube. You got to learn it at film school. But of course, there are a lot of people that I could create my own course and teach you everything I learned at film school
Yeah.
and, you know, sell it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are people that do that as well. But on YouTube in general, I don't think you're going to learn what, you know, about certain things that you would have at film school. You know, so, but yeah, that's how I feel about school too. It's not worth it for what we do, you know, for what a majority of us content creators do.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I mean, that's a fair point. I
Yeah.
will say my voice professor, shout out to Nichelle Mongo, love you.
Michelle?
Nichelle.
Oh,
Nichelle.
I know.
Shout out
She's
Nichelle.
cooler.
Hey.
She's cooler than Michelle. She's Nichelle.
I actually
Nichelle.
knew I had a friend back home in Seattle named Nichelle. That was
Yeah.
the only one I knew.
Well, now you know too,
Now
baby.
I know too.
She like, I will say, as a singer, she did help me like with my stamina because going in, I was like, I belt like Whitney Houston and I was screaming. I didn't
Okay.
know what I was doing. And then my voice would get so tired after one song. And then she's like, oh no, you don't go you don't attack the word, you go ha. So then you're like breathing into it so it's lighter on your vocal cords. I was like, oh, that has saved me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey.
so I did, like, as a vocalist, you know, I did get better and stuff, and I did meet, you know, amazing people and, you know, talented people, and I was extremely inspired, and I had a lot of fun. I had too much
Yeah.
fun.
Okay.
But I think it's just like the price and value.
Yeah.
I think
Right, right.
because of how expensive it was, it makes me angry because I'm like,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
should I just have got voice lessons? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So
No, I mean that's
it's okay.
you know, that's totally understandable. And like I said, like there are people out there that just like it really does depend on what your true career path is. Like sometimes school is needed and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Medical school is needed. For what we do, it's not necessarily needed,
Yeah.
but you do learn a lot.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
true.
helps in the long run. But, you know, like I said, I mean, for singing and stuff like that, you know, you can learn at school, but you're going to learn on your own more, especially when you keep
Yeah.
going and going.
Exactly.
You know, it's just like us with film, you know, like you got to have hands-on experience. Like,
Right.
even though I learned stuff at school, it's teaching me, but I got to go out and create myself. That's
Yeah.
how you get better and better, and then you learn more things on your own.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, like I said, with singing, yeah, I mean, you know, you could have definitely just gone on singing lessons or, you know, something like that. But hey, I mean, at least we got the knowledge from school.
Yeah.
And it helped us, you know, through and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's
and then
not worth
hearing
the money, guys.
Yeah, hearing the knowledge
I-
from you guys and how you guys explain it makes me not want to go to film school.
Yeah.
You know, and
We
that is
ruined it.
exactly why I'm at the point where I am. I think moving down to LA has brought us a lot of bigger opportunities,
Yeah.
and I'm learning a lot of hands-on, you know, stuff. And then we're actually training me to become a steady cam operator.
yeah.
So. And slightly a cinematographer, so I think that's going in the right direction.
Yeah,
So.
no, and like I said, you know, I think that's a good thing too. It's like when you know somebody
Yeah.
and they take you on your back,
Yeah.
like you don't really need school because like I said, I mean, with me, I've already experienced it, so I'm pretty much teaching him, you know, things already. So he doesn't necessarily need to go to film school. I mean, and like I said, if he wants to learn more, you can always go on YouTube and, you know, watch tutorials
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But
Which
other
I
than
have
that,
over
yeah,
there.
like, you know, that's all I have to say about school.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about school?
You don't have to go.
You don't have to go.
you know, like your parents aren't always right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know.
Actually, that leads into something good. Like,
Oh, okay.
it kind of leads into my next question. You know, knowing how like Asian parents can be. You know, a lot of Asian parents want their kids to either go to medical school and, you know, stuff like that. When you told your parents like you want to be a singer or a musician, like how did they take that? Were they supportive of it?
So I have the best parents on planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I'm a solid human and I'm grounded and not an asshole because I was raised very well, like with a lot of love, but also, you know, they taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And so that also leads into how they like handle things with me. So I was not so sure how they'd take it at first, but then honestly, they weren't the type to impress anything upon me when I was younger. Like they were never like, be a lawyer or something.
Yeah.
Because-
That's
so
good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
supportive already. I mean,
Right.
Alice Alice didn't get good grades. She did not like school. She didn't try. She told her parents, don't expect much from this thing. I'm going because you tell me to. So I think they were thankful that, hey, she was good at something. Because your grades are not getting you nowhere. And I was like, well, I don't want them to. Like, if I did anything else, I wouldn't be a shell of a human. Like, I would not be living life the way I'm supposed to. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think that's also something that they recognized as well. So when I told them, you know, I want to move to LA, I want to pursue this thing full on, they're like, half of them was like, oh, well, at least you're good at something. Just go. Just try it. Just try. Like, the other half was also like, you know what? You'll be happy that way. Yeah. Because, like, they know me. And if you put me behind a desk or if you put me, like, somewhere I don't belong, I don't try. I don't thrive. I'm unhappy. And, like, I'm like a shell of a human, essentially. And they don't want that. No one around me wants that. So, thankfully, it all worked out. And I'm out here, like, smashing it. Hello. But they took a chance for sure. But I'm just grateful that they supported me along the way, because if they had said no or if they fought me on it, it would have made a lot of things way more complicated. So I'm so grateful.
No, that's awesome. You know, and like I said, it's so rare that you've, like, I mean, I'm half Asian, you know, so my parents aren't like that, but just know, you know, my friends have always been Asian. So I know how, like, Asian parents can be. So, you know, knowing that your parents were fully supportive of you, that's super dope. You know, it's hard to find Asian parents that are rare. Yeah, you know.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I know a lot of, like, my friends and stuff who are really good, like, dance cover artists, or they're, like, vocalists or artists as well, or whatever. But they're, like, they work a soul-sucking job, you know, and, like, they hate their lives, and they do it because their parents, you know? And it's just, like, it just makes me reflect back on my experience, and I'm like, damn, like, I am fortunate that I have the parents I have, because, you know, like, if one day I have kids, that's something I'm going to make a note of. It's like, oh, like, trust their passions, because then they'll work the hardest at that, and then they'll succeed. You know what I'm saying? If you force your kid, or if you listen to your parents because they forced you into doing something you don't truly love, that doesn't make you thrive, it's like, who are we living for? And what is this life? Like, what are we doing, you know? So,
no, I mean,
blessings.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like me, you know, like, I wasn't doing good in school either. I actually didn't even graduate.
Come on now.
I
got some bad kids in here.
That's how bad it was right there, right?
Bad kids.
No, honestly, like, I hated school as well, you know, and I didn't do great either. I was failing, and I'd say my worst subject was math. And
God.
That was the worst. Like, that's
what, you're Asian and you're not good at math?
Don't stereotype me.
I'm worse at math
I know.
than anyone I know. Anyone. And I'm Korean. Like, it ain't real. It ain't real.
Yeah, right. No, but, you know, like, you know, of course my parents weren't necessarily happy that I didn't graduate. Yeah. But, you know, I, like, a couple years later, I was like, when I started getting into shooting videos on YouTube, I was like, okay, I love this thing. You know, I want to go to film school. So that's when I went and got my GED, got it, and, you know, went to film school. And that's how I was able to go to college, because, you know, otherwise it wouldn't be possible. But, you know, my parents were proud, you know, of me making that decision, which made me happy. And they've always been supportive of what I've been wanting to do. You know, like, they even went to the first school. They went on the tour with me just to see how it looks like. And, you know, of course, you know, my parents also helped me get the loans for school.
Of course,
So, of course, you know, that's already them being supportive. But yeah, it's great having parents that support you at the fullest.
Yeah. I'm on the opposite side.
No freaking way.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, my parents have always been supportive of, you know, my artistry. You know, I grew up in high school as a dancer, and they would come up to my shows and watch it. So they would support me in that way. But as far as a career, it was never like a talk. You know, it was always, oh, you dance, you perform, that's cool, you're doing it for fun, but when are you getting a real job? Yeah. So I'm in the medical field, which is which is, you know, I've been there for like 10 years now, which is dope because it actually that was like the key of us moving down here was I was able to secure a job first, and I moved down here and I secured, you know, a place for us to live because a lot of people down here didn't want to do anything over the phone, like no contracts and stuff like that, to find a good place to live. So luckily I was able to transfer and then start my job here in the medical field. So of course now I'm trying to move into what I really want to do in film and photography and pursue my dreams. But thinking back of like, you know, having my parents support me, if they supported me like as a career and was having that talk with me at a younger age, you know, I think where I could have been with dance probably would have, you know, been pushed a little farther. But I stopped and then, you know, focused on my career in the medical field, went to school. You know, I was majoring in healthcare administration. And then, you know, and then I met this guy, and then we started doing photo shoots and music videos and stuff like that. And then I found out like, yeah, man, we could really, you know, go through with this.
Yeah.
And I found like my second talent. And then when he introduced moving to LA with me, or together, with me. Together. But I was like, yeah, you know, at first, you know, I wasn't really down for it, but after talking and thinking about like how I experienced my past with dancing, I was like, yeah, dance, I kind of just, you know, pushed it to the side and was like, nah, you know, I can't really think of that as a career. But I felt like film and photography was like that second chance of like, man, I could really do this if I run with it. And I feel, you know, very strong about it. Let me give it a try. Yeah. And of course, like my parents definitely saw my drive and how passionate I was with dance. So I think now it kind of, you know, correlated and really made them think of like, oh, this can be a career. So yeah, and then now we're here. Yeah. And they're supporting me 100%. So yeah.
So I mean, you started from the bottom and now you're here.
Right. Pretty much. Shout out to Drake. Started from the bottom.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I actually didn't know, like, you know, your parents didn't support at the time. So I mean, knowing now, you know, and I even told that, you know, before we moved down here, I told his mom, I was like, I'm gonna take care of him. Don't worry. Like, you know, we're gonna try to be. We're not. It's not. We're gonna try. We're gonna be successful. Right. You know, and like I said, you know, and things are definitely going a lot better this year than it did last year. Of course, COVID. Right. But things are looking brighter now. Like honestly, I would say things started picking up in the beginning or in the middle of the year where I got the job with the Oscars, and then working with more artists, filming more music videos, got the podcast. I'm excited to see what next year comes.
I know, for real.
We, you know, like now that the podcast is slowly doing things like I talked to you about already, like next year, hopefully it's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
2022. Wow. 2022, we are glowing.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're gonna blow up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no, we all are. We all are. All three of us at the same time.
Hell
okay.
Yeah.
Alice said it here first.
Yeah, you heard it from Alice. So I definitely want to talk, you know, more about the music side of things. With K-pop, like, would you consider yourself a K-pop artist or just like a pop artist, R&B? Like, what would you consider yourself?
So I'm not a K-pop artist at all.
Okay.
Corey. I walk in this room and he goes, you look like a K-pop star. I'm like, listen. And you know what? I get that a lot. And to be honest,
no, I mean, I don't want to stereotype you either because you're Korean. You know, I mean, I think that probably is a stereotype. It's like once you're Korean, it's like, oh, you're a K-pop artist.
Exactly.
And I'm not trying to stereotype. You should know that. I'm just joking. But
no, I know.
Yeah, you're a good musician and singer. You know, so
thank you. I mean, see, that's the thing. Like, when you're Korean, like. Even like my Korean friends who are rapping in English or they're doing acoustic stuff in English, people are like, K-pop? I'm like, with what English words and what American country are we K-pop artists? Because like if we were in Korea and like did pop music in Korean, I'd be like, I can't say nothing. But it's like, no.
Do you speak Korean?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm like, I get nervous if if like a grandma comes up to me because I'm like, you're really good at Korean. I get real shy.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's like talking to friends and stuff, it's like normal.
Yeah.
'Cause I can mess up in front of you. It's okay. But like a grandma, I'm like, yo, don't please stop.
Put you on blast.
I'm Japanese. I actually have pulled that like several
Really?
times. Yes, because like I don't know, I don't like messing up when they're adults. It's
Yeah.
like a
Right.
pride thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm Japanese. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I can see that too because I watch a lot. Me and Rachel, we watch a lot of K dramas, and I can definitely see like if you don't know like how to speak Korean and I feel like maybe they already expect you to know how to speak Korean, but and then when you don't, like like you said, you know a little here and there.
Yeah.
Then that's probably why you're like, you kind of push back a little.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting because apparently, if you look at me, I look super American, which I never thought that. But Korean people tend to think I'm very Americanized, and then like non-Asian people think I'm the most Asian thing that ever walked this planet. Like it's like that. Like my friends who are like white and from the South or something, like they think I am the most Asian thing that has ever walked the planet. I'm like, I was born and raised in New Jersey, but sure. So it's so interesting, like how that like perception differs based off your like culture and background, where you're
It's
from.
stereotyping, honestly. That's all it is. Like it's
Yeah,
super stereotyping.
I know.
Yeah.
But like my Korean American friends got it straight. They're like, you're Korean American.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
like you kind of like you're kind of have a half in a sense, and I'm just like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That's probably all of us
Yeah.
actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like when especially like if you're born like Asian American here, it's like people are still gonna stereotype you no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, which is that's kind of racist, honestly. But
Corey.
it is what
Yeah.
it is.
Corey. The amount of times I have been cast as, get ready for this, gamer girl
Oh.
in a commercial or like a photo shoot is hilarious because she's an Asian girl with dyed hair. She plays games. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
But she must, right? They're not gonna pick a white blonde girl as gamer girl. Nah. But I'm just like, it's kind of annoying at a certain point because it's like, I don't like being put in a box.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think just like being only like considered in such few categories is extremely frustrating. Like
Yeah.
even musically, even with modeling or whatever. And so that's why I'm like, sometimes like it could come off abrasive, like the things I say on my story or the brands I call out.
Yeah.
But it's like the more we as a culture allow things to slide, then people will still stereotype us and they'll still, generalize us and categorize us. And it's like, no, like you should learn what a monolith is and you should learn how to put makeup on it. Like you should learn these things.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think we as a people also don't speak up enough or loudly enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Gotta break the cycle.
Did
Yeah.
you hear
Korean.
what happened with Aquafina just recently?
what?
So supposedly.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
No, so what happened? Because it's a whole stereotype of thing, and she speaked her voice out. I think before Shang-Chi came out. But pretty much what happened was she brought up the fact that she doesn't want, like, she keeps being casted as like a typical Asian having an accent, and of course she passes on those. And now it's firing back at her because the fact they're calling it a black scent, where like the way she speaks. So it's like she doesn't want to be casted as an Asian person that has an accent, but and then she's willing to have a black scent. So now like that's a whole thing that's just been happening with her right now, the controversy and stuff.
I mean, I do have my opinions on that, to be honest. Like I think she does actually talk like that. I don't think she does it just in front of the camera. And I think she does, like, I think she did probably grow up like speaking that way and she's used to it. But I do understand why people feel a certain way,
Yeah,
you know, when she talks, because even I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just kind of like, what are you trying to you're what okay.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
Yeah,
But then I
agree.
will say, like, you know, your environment that you grow up in does affect you. Like, she's from Queens, right? I mean, I'm from that, like, general area. That's a lot of Asian people.
Yeah.
So I don't know who you were hanging out with. But I will say, like, for me, I grew up with, like, a lot of white people and a lot of, like, rich, white, preppy people. Like, white people, white people.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's why I'm really articulate. And I'm very, like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like that. I grew up around that, but she's in a sticky situation because she can't, like, talk different all of a sudden.
Exactly.
So it's like, what is she gonna do?
Yeah.
Girl, my heart goes out. I don't know.
Yeah, and that brings speaking about like being Asian and stuff,
Yeah.
that brings me to the next question of like, do you find it hard and difficult to be like an Asian American artist and being at shoots and, you know, like you were kind of speaking upon about always being casted as a gamer girl and stuff.
We interrupt this episode with a word from our sponsor. Are you a gamer and looking to amp up your gaming setup? Then we've got an amazing gaming brand for you. Tilted Nation strives to get their customers involved with their development process of new products in order to establish a personal connection and not to mention truly optimized products for the gaming community. They want to go beyond developing amazing products and to lead the gaming community into a united community that works together. A community that pushes gaming essentials to unimaginable heights. They've hooked us up with amazing gear such as this gaming headset stand, mouse pads, and this awesome laptop RGB stand right below my laptop. And now they're hooking you guys up. Use the discount code Artistry Drop on their website, link below, and receive a 15% discount. Now back to the show.
I mean, artistry wise, I think it's hard in both areas of my life because as an artist, it's like, yeah, I am constantly categorized into like the K-pop category. But the thing is, I also love K-pop, which doesn't help because I'm like freaking out about BTS all day, and like I love like covering Blackpink songs at like a show. But if you think about it, it's like, okay, if Beyonce covered How You Like That by Blackpink, is she a K-pop artist? No. So why am I? Like, I'm just of the same culture as them is really all it is. So I think people have a hard time like separating those two things. Like the idea of an Asian American artist is actually still so new. Like that's why like even though we're on the come up, we're still in such like a one lane, like if it's an Asian American killing it, it's because they were brought up by Asian American people. Like 88 Rising, I love them, but it's like they're all Asian. I mean, it's dope, but they're all Asian. It's like, why isn't there an Asian American Ariana Grande or Beyonce?
Sure.
Why? Where? What about like Justin Bieber? Where's I'm talking full Asian, has you know these eyes, like I'm talking like Asian, not half Asian, Asian. I want to see that, and I don't, because that doesn't exist in America, you know. So it's like, but it's because we're constantly stereotyped. So it's like I think we're slowly breaking out of that, but also as an artist myself, I deal with that. You know, people. Not like I might not fit the hip hop show because they think I'm K-pop. Like it's things like that. And then also as a model, it's hard because okay, well now I book a lot, okay? And I do book a lot of different things. It's just like the gamer girl thing is something I notice that's really freaking funny. But the thing about being Asian as a model that's really hard is that people don't know how to put makeup on me because my eye shape is different. And so it's like I have like less space here, and like it's like you can't my eyes are different, you know, but they'll put makeup on me like I'm, you know, a person with a big eye, a person like a white girl or whatever. Like they'll put makeup on me the same way, and I look crazy sometimes. And it's like because they don't put enough attention on like learning how to work on a monolid or a more hooded eyelid or something like that. And so like there's very few Asian makeup artists I'm on set with ever, but whenever that happens, it's like a sigh of relief because I'm like, I'm gonna look good today.
Yeah.
But I think it's really sad that I have to feel that way because. But then it's interesting. Like a lot of black girls like feel the same way. Black models, they're like, oh, if there's like a black makeup artist or something, like they're like, okay, like I'm set. Like you understand, my skin. You understand my hair. It's different. So it's just like I wish, just like universally in the beauty industry, in the music industry, and entertainment, like people paid more attention to what. Different kinds of people, not just what they've seen and worked on their whole lives.
Right. I think you brought up a great point about like there's not an Asian American Ariana Grande or Justin Bieber. I think right now the generation we're living in is kind of revolutionary with BTS.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, it's like hitting so much awards.
Yeah.
At the AMAs that happened recently, they hit all like almost every category, which is crazy. And then we had Shang-Chi as a Marvel. I feel like slowly, yeah, we're coming into that spotlight. Yeah. And it's not totally there as you were saying, but like right now it's kind of revolutionary for the Asian culture.
But you know what? It's still media in general is still stereotyping, and I feel like that's never gonna end. That's the reason why I feel like it's never gonna end, because of the media.
Right.
Film industry, music industry, modeling, like anything, like whatever the media puts out there, they're gonna stereotype. Yeah. That's how I found out about the whole Aquafina thing. Media. It's just gonna keep going full circle, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's what I think.
It's hard to break the cycle.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to break the cycle.
Yeah.
And it's sad. Honestly, it's sad that Asians like always get stereotyped.
Oh yeah.
And especially like, like in TV shows, or there are some things where like Asians are stereotyped too much. Like, like even if it's like an American show and they have an Asian there.
Of course.
And then they stereotype him like hella.
Of course.
Like,
every time.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Never the lead,
It's
always the sidekick, always the nerd, always the Chinese delivery boy. And it's like, I'm so over that.
Yeah.
But I will say, and listen, like, no one get mad at me, but let's hold ourselves accountable. It's because a lot of us, like, don't speak up loud enough. There's that. And also, a lot of Asian people tend to hang out with Asian people.
Yeah. Right.
So who's hearing the concern?
Right.
We are.
To each
like,
other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Right.
there's certain things I've said to, like, because I will say one thing I do well is that I have very diverse friends. Like I got everybody in there.
Yeah.
And like sometimes when I express something to them or I share something with them, they're like, whoa, like you experienced that? People say that to you? Like I'm just like, you don't know this? Because to me and to our community, it's like so obvious, like duh. Like of course we deal with this stuff, but like people just don't know. So I think like branching out and like speaking openly to non-Asian people about the stuff we go through is so important. Like
I agree.
Especially like Asian influencers gotta be using their influence. Like you weren't born to just take pictures of yourself. Sorry. You went there. Stop talking.
The Grinch is coming out.
No, I agree with you.
Side.
I agree with you, and I hope this specific episode of our podcast like will kind of bring awareness to stereotyping and stuff like that, because like I said, I mean I feel like it's definitely not going to end anytime soon.
I mean granted, Shang-Chi, we had somebody to look up to, but at the end of the day it's still kung fu. You still casted a kung fu
exactly.
person. So they think they're paying tribute to the Asian culture, but it was only like a halfway kind of thing.
Exactly. And even something like Black Panther, like it had to, like the lead guy is black, but everybody's black. It's like why? Like you know what I'm saying though? It's like
it's in Africa.
Exactly. Like if we have a black lead, the whole cast got to be black because it's gonna be a black movie. And if we have an Asian lead, the whole cast gonna be Asian. There's gonna be kung fu and accents because it's going to be an Asian movie. But it's like, what the hell? Like, why can't Iron Man be an Asian dude? Or maybe based off like the comics or whatever. That's not true. So, okay, I get that. But, I think moving forward, that's something we got to pay attention to. Because I'm tired. I know, like, y'all and we all grew up like not thinking being Asian was cool. Like,
Right.
or at least I did not
No,
feel
I
cool.
did
Like
too.
I felt like a loser, right? Like it just was not a good feeling. But
Right.
that like cannot continue.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what our generation is doing
Right.
for like the future generations,
Yeah.
So you're welcome. But also like, oh man, it's tiring.
Yeah.
It gets my soul,
Yeah. Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Oh.
It's burning.
No,
We
I'm
could go
sure.
about this all day.
Yeah, I
We
know.
could. We really could.
Yeah,
we
really
really could. Oh,
Okay,
man.
let's tone back into the music.
Yeah. we got to come back and get back into your career.
Yeah, we could go the whole podcast
Yeah,
about
we
this.
can literally just keep talking
Yeah.
about
If you guys
stereotyping.
want to hear a little bit deeper, definitely let us know down in the comments.
Yeah, we will bring
for
Alice
YouTube,
back
yeah,
on, and
for
we
a
can
part two.
literally
Yeah.
make
I'd
a
love
whole
that.
podcast about stereotyping, because I know you're big on it, and I think you can definitely bring awareness to people. So
Yeah, I love
yeah,
that.
like let us know in the comments below, or message us, whatever.
Yep.
Let us know if you want us, to go with part 2 with Alice.
Yeah, that'll be a dope podcast. But yeah, going back into the music, so I noticed like in your previous songs, you've did, or at least music videos, you've done in the past less K-pop, and like, but more recently you've kind of opened and ventured out. Like your most recent video you did was Fix Your Face, was definitely like more K-pop vibes. But when you go back into a little older, like 2 years ago, we
Yeah.
got songs like Intimidation, Paper, Wild
oh
Card,
God. Oh God.
which had a more like R&B and pop feel. Like, what made you like come out with the K-pop? Because I kind of noticed that it wasn't there before.
Yeah, she's been experimenting a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's
So-
good. As an artist, it's good.
Yeah, I regretfully, there's some songs I'm like, I want to pull you, and
Right.
and that'll happen one day. But
yeah.
I'll say, I think as I hone into my sound, like I also am trying to see what makes me unique. But I will say that I have been influenced, maybe not in the best way, by what sells, what do people like.
Yeah.
And that's not always what I like to listen to and what I like to sing.
Right,
In
right.
reality, I can sing. Like I'm a trained vocalist, like I can sing.
Yeah.
But a lot of the music now, like you're barely singing. Like,
Right, right.
you're not really singing.
It's just catchy.
Yeah, it's just catchy, and it just this stuff is driving me crazy. And then the music I like to listen to, which is like really chill. I like chill music. It's it's kind of like, you're not winning Grammys. And as someone who wants to be like influential and change the world, I gotta have influence and like keep climbing like that,
Right,
So
right.
it's very tricky for me. So I love R&B pop, like that's like my genre.
Okay.
But I was like, okay, so many people around me like the sound of K-pop. They just don't know what you're saying.
Right.
So I was like, what if I just tried to make one that sounds like K-pop, but you can understand it?
Right.
And I was like, maybe how's that gonna work? And I like the song. And it's definitely good to have for like live performances, but to be honest, it doesn't fully feel like me, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest.
Yeah.
So I think like maybe the earlier stuff, maybe like my first song, honestly, like felt a lot like me. Or there's a song called Holy Grail, Smoke
That's
It
my
Out.
favorite one.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
but that's my sound.
you?
That's me.
That's you.
That
I can
song,
tell.
100%.
Yeah,
I
I can
love
tell.
that song. And Smoke It Out. I love that
yeah.
song. I think other ones maybe were a bit more experimental. She has since learned
Okay.
where her mistakes were. But also like, to be really transparent with you, you're bad. Dude, you're not gonna, like.
We love hearing it. Like I said.
She's not even halfway through
I
it,
mean,
guys.
yo, I'm weak. I'm a weak person.
That's why
like
she
I'm
messaged me
weak.
yesterday. She was like, Corey, I'm weak. I'm a weak woman.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me message John and tell him to make the drink lighter.
I did
so.
make it light and sweeter based on what he told me, but it might be a different effect.
It's because I haven't eaten anything all
That
day,
too,
so
yeah.
it's
True,
kind of
true.
like.
Yeah, you're not.
not eating.
You're exactly
scared.
like Rachel, because Rachel needs to eat before she drinks.
Yeah, we're tiny Asian women.
That's
what do
his
you
girlfriend,
think?
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend.
We love Rachel.
Yes, we do.
the question?
There, she's done, guys. She's done.
Basically, like,
was I saying?
over the years, you went towards K-pop, and we were talking about how
Fix your face.
Holy
Yeah,
Grail
yeah.
was a little bit more of you.
Yeah. Yes. And I will say, okay. I was in a situation
There you go.
where a lot of my life in general and like things I would say and do and whatever were like being heavily scrutinized. Take from that what you will.
Okay.
And so I think a lot of like even the content of my songs hasn't fully been like what I want to sing about. Like if you look at my music, it's like almost all about dreams, which is like, yeah, okay, we all know what's next. Like so I want to sing about love, like I want to sing about, you know, like all those things.
Yeah.
Like I'm feeling bad today, like
Right.
you know, but I think because of that situation, I felt like I had to play it safe.
Right.
I guess. And so I think like such a regret because I feel like I almost feel like I wasted time like not creating exactly what I wanted to.
Yeah.
But all that matters is that, you know, I'm here now and I
Yeah.
am creating exactly what I want to. And I'm saying what I want to, like
Right.
without fear of, you know, scrutiny or judgment by you know. And
Yeah.
so it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
gonna be
she has tapped into her own. So
And you
So-
can really tell too, like from your songs back then to now, how much you really grown, and that speaks a lot just on your work itself. So I wanted to, you know, kind of dive into a little bit deeper and, you know, show your fans out there like what you went through and how much you've grown over
Yeah.
the years and where you're at now.
Yeah.
So,
Do you write your own songs?
yeah.
Or do you have a writer that helps you as well?
Oh, I do have a co-writer. Her name is Samira Finley, everybody.
Shout out Samira.
Yo, she's
Hey.
next level. Like she's so good. So typically how it works is like I write the first draft. Like so I write everything.
Yeah.
And
Do
then
you go beat first though?
I go beat first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's do you get these from producers or do you just find beats or
No, I work with producers.
Okay, that's
so
good.
my team now has solidified a bit. So typically I work with this guy AJ Robinson or Keith Lally or both at the same time,
Shout out
depending
all
on the
you
song.
guys.
Yeah, and Samira co-writes with me. So I'll like write the first draft because it's like even for her and for me, it's like, no, we want it to be authentic to me because I'm the artist, I'm singing it.
Yeah.
I want it to be
Right,
my
right.
experiences. I want it to be
course.
my words. But she's like more seasoned than me. So she'll be like, that doesn't sound cool.
yeah. So that's why it's good having a co-writer with you.
No, I
then.
need
Yeah.
her. I
Yeah.
need her. Because some things I say are like very literal. And she's like, Alice.
kind of have to butter it up.
She's like, not an essay. Music. I'm like, yeah, how? And
Yeah.
so she helps me. She steers me in the right direction. So yeah, she's amazing. Like
That's
I'm
good.
so grateful to like be with people I trust who are super talented, who I like don't feel like pressured around because
Right.
like man, the industry there's a lot of people around like
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Oh
for sure.
yeah.
With Fix Your Face, I mean, you kind of talked about it. So do you like regret that song or do you what is it? Because like you said, you know, you were saying like you thought about pulling certain songs or
Oh, yeah.
you know, like is that a song that you kind of regret making or because also I know I seen on your stories, you know, you put a lot of money into also making the video.
Oh
The
my
music
god.
video. So I mean, like, is that something you truly regret, or because I mean, if you invested a lot of money, you know, like,
Okay. I don't regret the song because I need it for live performances.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really big on like singing and dancing and like being nuts on stage.
Yeah.
I love that.
so you just needed a hype song. like,
Exactly.
okay.
And that's essentially why I made it.
Yeah.
Because like see that it sucks because I love to perform and get lit, but the songs I like to sing
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and
you can get
listen
lit with
to
this.
I know. I know, right? I'm gonna sing my chill songs after this.
Yeah.
I'll be like but it's hard because like if I could perform chill music all day, I would, but people are sleeping in the audience, you
Yeah.
know, especially
Right.
for I like hype shows. So
Yeah.
those are the ones
Right.
I perform
Yeah.
at. And so like I have to have songs like that.
Yeah, that's
and so
understandable.
so I kind of made it strategically just for my repertoire, but I wouldn't say it's completely like me.
Yeah.
So I think Smoke It Out and Holy Grail, the two right before that I released, are like the most me as of now.
Yeah.
But finally, like I'm like honing into my sound. I have my hype songs. I don't need to make any more. Like I was just very conscious of live performances because that's how you attract fans and followers and people who are listening to you, you know? And so like I was very conscious of the live, but now I'm like, okay, I made all of you guys. Now we're done. Yeah. And now I can make like the music that feels true to my soul and like my sound and my voice. And so a big inspiration for me, two of them are actually, oh my god, Doja Cat's Planet Her deluxe album is so masterful. It's so good. Like she's an all-around artist, baby. Like I love Doja Cat.
No, she is fire. Like she's been killing it.
Yes.
She's been killing it.
And she deserves it. Like she's an artist.
It's crazy how she pretty much went from TikTok to, I didn't know who Doja was until TikTok.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I honestly didn't know her before that. And then her song, I would hear her songs on TikTok. I was like, damn. And then that's when I started listening to her music. But I did not know who she was at the time.
I knew her back when she released that cow song.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Yeah, and it was just a meme.
Yeah.
But it actually went viral and it blew her up, and then she could focus on her own music, and then it went off from there.
She's so smart. Yeah. She's so smart. I'm learning a thing or two from her. And Ariana Grande, I can't help it.
Oh, that's Rachel's queen. That's
I can so see that. Yeah. I can so see that, number one. Yeah. She said that's her queen.
That's her queen. That's like I was like, what do you mean that's your queen? Like she's like, that's just my girl. I love her so much. I just bought her Ariana's new makeup thing.
REM?
Yeah, REM. And because she was hyping it up when she first announced it. I was like, okay, I gotta get this for her then.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
First off, great boyfriend. Everyone learn. Mm-hmm. Everybody learn. Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think Ariana's just evolution, because she is kind of like me. Like she can sing, but she also makes those chill songs like, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm blanking. Like switching the positions for you.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's not like she's not singing her face off, you know.
Right.
So it's like she has like a balance. So I'm like learning from people who I feel are similar to me, whose sound I like vibe with, and so. She has locked in her inspo.
No, I honestly, like, I love Ariana's voice, too. And her songs are fire, of course, you know? Like, I started listening to her, I think, the first song I truly started listening to her music was the one with Iggy.
Oh, no, it's not that one.
No,
head in the clouds, come
no, not that one.
Wait, it is that one.
Was it
I
the
got
one?
Yeah, that one is
problem without you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, one.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah, that one. So
that's
that was
old.
Yeah, that's when I first started.
He is old.
Well, once I heard that one, then I started listening to her albums and stuff like that. So her voice is amazing, and she barely needs to try at all.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
So annoying.
It's crazy how she got found too. Like that was like. She was on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Victoria.
Victorious.
Yeah. As like a side character, and then she just started posting covers on like YouTube, and then.
I mean, that's like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber got famous from YouTube as well, just posting covers and then got recognized and stuff like that. You know.
That's when Alice.
Yeah, that's Alice right there. When I brought up the fact with the video and your face kind of lit up. I wasn't sure if that was a bad thing or...
Oh, the money?
Yeah, the whole money situation.
Oh my God.
I mean, because on Instagram, I mean, you definitely made it seem like it was a lot.
It costs I mean, you do
number?
Music videos.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but...
And we could probably do that. No shade, but... probably half the price, a quarter of that.
It depends,
yeah,
like,
it depends.
honestly.
Don't you tell me that. Don't tell me that.
I'm just saying, like, because, like, with production of music videos, it does depend on the location, the equipment,
and what the artist wants.
Yeah, what the artist wants, the labor, and, stuff like that. So, I mean... Can we get a number?
Honest answer, I don't know it.
Oh, really?
And I intentionally don't know it because, like... I kept adding things on. I was like, I don't want to know. Like I don't know. For some reason, like
You're
the
like,
numbers.
I'm just gonna spend whatever.
Yeah, kind of. Like I'm just kind of like, you know what? We're just going for it. Like, but the thing is, it's hard because like it's so annoying. Like these labels have so much money. Like, my vision is so much greater than my budget, and that's
of course
freaking
No,
annoying.
you know what? That's something we talk about all the time because you know, like whenever, because trust me too, like we have big visions for music videos.
Yeah.
Like I want to use like CGI and you know I want to go all out, but the thing is, it's like when you work with a budget from an artist that doesn't, you know, they're
Isn't
not
signed.
not signed, or they have a smaller budget, it's like, well, I mean, we could try to take our idea and implement it somehow, but you know, I mean, that's why we go through the whole pre-production stage, like you know,
the treatment.
Yeah, the treatment. We go with the treatment. We go with the storyboard. We go with the shot list, and ever since, because we did that starting earlier this year. Damn, like all our shoots have just been going so smooth.
Yeah.
But like I said, it still comes down to budget because I still have a bigger vision. I'm like, damn, it'd be dope to use this equipment, and then we're like, well, we only got like $300, like you know. So
Are you serious?
well, it depends on the artist. Like I said, nothing comes out of our pocket. Like nothing,
of course, and
nothing
it shouldn't.
So whatever the artist is able to provide us, trust me, like we have a bigger vision for what we want to do.
We always have to tend to have to dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they can provide us what we needed.
Yeah.
So
it's like like what, you know, I'll be like, oh, we need this for this part. They're like, how much is it? I mean, it's this. It's like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm like, well, okay, then, you know, like, we'll just have to change the concept or idea.
Yeah.
But trust me, like, I watch music videos nonstop for inspiration and there's so many things I want to try. You know, it's just hard when you don't have the budget.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's the thing, like, so I work my ass off.
Yeah.
Because, like, y'all know, like, that stuff costs so much.
It does.
And
for sure.
even because I like dancers. So, like, they are rehearsing and they're dancing, and you got to dress them. That costs money. You got to dress yourself. That costs money. Got to get the locations. That costs money.
Exactly.
Pay the videographer. That costs money.
Right.
Like, oh my God, it costs so much.
It
And
does.
so, but the thing is, like, I'm proud of myself because I told myself I would get my ass out here and I would work.
Yeah.
And so,
And we see it.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, like, well, hey, I got my flaws, but one thing I can say about myself is I'm very proactive. And so it's like, if I you know, need to shoot this great music video or whatever, like I can't settle for like a whack video. I cannot do it.
Right.
Especially like, I know my videos aren't like, you know, Blackpink or K-pop level because I don't have $100,000 to spend on. But it's like, I think as like an independent artist, like I do pretty good with my videos, you know? And what's it called? Like, I work for all that, you know? So it's like, I'm not just making money off modeling and paying rent and then playing. It's like, nah, she's
going all
saving.
back into your work.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And that's what you gotta do.
cycle.
Yeah.
And and I'm honestly very, I'm proud of it. Like it's not something I regret at all. Like, you know, I've gotten opportunities from people seeing my music videos or whatever. Like my Teen Vogue interview, like I had that content to show them to make them believe in me more as an artist. And then they were like, oh yeah, like you're legit. We want to interview you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, so all that stuff, like, even if it costs money or whatever, it's always worth it. And I'm sure like y'all get it. Y'all believe it.
You know, like, because this is something we talk about constantly too. It's like an artist, when an artist has a vision and they bring us their vision, it's so much easier because, you know, like the thing is, we've worked with artists where they just don't have the vision. They're like, hey, you want to shoot this music video? I'm like, yeah. Do you have a concept or idea that you want to? No. I'm like, what? Okay, well, we got to just come up with a whole thing for them then. That's why I'm saying, you know, like true artists definitely know what they want. So like if you were to come with us, you know, with a vision, of course we're already able to take that and go, you know, run with it and make it bigger than, you know, or add on to it. But it's so key working with an artist that already has a vision because it makes our life easier. And, you know, without
the
us...
outcome is better, too.
The outcome is better. You know, it definitely is better when the artist has the vision versus somebody where we have to create a whole, like thing for them and be like, okay, this is what we got.
And then sometimes they might not like it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And they're like,
It's like,
so it's like, bro, like,
come
tell
on.
us your vision.
Yeah,
Like,
come on.
you know, you're the artist. Like, if you have the
Yeah.
vision, like, this is what I brought up on, I think, a couple episodes ago, but it's like the artist paints the vision. You know, like the song already pretty much tells. But and then if you don't have a vision for the song, it's
Yeah.
like,
how do you bring it to life?
yeah, how do you bring it to
know?
life?
Wow.
You know?
Come on now. I mean, I cannot imagine not having a concept
Yeah.
like after
And it's
creating
happened
a
to us many times. Yeah.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk one day.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Y'all saw it here first.
Yes.
Hey.
This is
Yes.
my podcast.
Hey.
Okay, so back to music. You know, of
Every
course,
time. So back to music.
back to music because damn, like we're like I told you, we can honestly talk forever, and we're almost at an hour and a half. But we might have to push this further because
Like
we
YOLO.
still
Yeah.
we still have a lot of questions right
Yeah.
now.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you know, looking like I seen the Teen Vogue and all that stuff, but you worked with YG Entertainment.
A few times, yeah.
Yeah, so how did that go? Like, how did that happen?
I saw a Facebook post. See, proactive. I saw a Facebook
Yeah.
post and I was like, hello,
Yeah,
it's
Hello.
me.
it's
But then,
Alice.
yeah, but I didn't know what it was for. So like sometimes like when they don't say the client, I'm like sketched out and I'm like, I don't know. But they
Right.
were looking for someone who can sing in Korean, and I was like, okay, I can sing in Korean. I can read Korean, and so I was like, what is this? And then I connected with the girl, and she was like, oh, can you sing Korean? Yes. Like she wanted like voice samples, vocal demos. I was like, yeah. By the way, I went to Berkeley, and then that always works. It always works.
Yeah.
I'm like, by the way, I went to Berkeley.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, I trust you. You're trained. You
Yeah,
know,
you're
you're not
trained.
just like oh, I want to sing, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a singer.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's it called? So it literally just worked out that way that like my material was good enough.
Yeah.
But yo, that stuff is nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
First off, the first one I ever did, I was given the highest song ever. Like range wise. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, do you hear where I talk? Like I don't talk up here. Like I talk down here. Like I have range, but I don't have that much range. And it was literally like up here, the notes were up here, and I was like, I'm not belting this. I can't.
Some Ariana Grande.
can't-
Yeah.
It like early
pitch.
Ariana Grande
Early.
stuff.
Early.
Yeah, like it was actually kind of like that, but like maybe even higher.
Higher, okay.
I was like, but then this was right when I moved to LA actually, and so I was like, no, like gotta get my name out there, gotta trooper through,
Trooper?
troop through.
Troop through.
Troop through?
See,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Troop through.
The Grinch is getting
Yeah.
you gotta troop through everybody. And then it went smoothly and stuff, and like I take direction well. I'm like, she tells me something, I do it. Okay, good. But it was freaking nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because since it's for such a huge agency and it was for a well-known artist who I can't say. Well, I don't think I can say.
NDA.
Yeah,
Is that why?
I don't remember.
Wait,
but
so
when
did you write a song or did you just?
No. I sang the guide vocals.
Oh,
So
gotcha,
it's like
gotcha.
the song was written by somebody, I don't know who, and so I sang it for the artist to learn.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So which is cool, but I was like it was high and I was pushing myself and I was new to LA and I was
Yeah.
like, this is mean. This is
Yeah.
so mean. I felt
Yeah.
like I was being bullied. But no, I'm grateful for the opportunity. It's just yeah, but it was fun. It was fun.
No, that's cool. Is that the only thing you did for YG then? Was like pretty much just.
I think so.
Was it a couple times or just that one time?
It happened twice.
Twice,
The
okay.
second time was a lot more chill.
So they reached out to you after the first time.
It was actually a different person.
Oh, really?
And a whole entire. But I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second time was a lot better, thank God.
Yeah.
But I've worked with, for some reason, I don't know how, like 88 Rising in a lot of different avenues, from like modeling, like oh my God, I don't remember. I've just done a lot with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, why haven't you signed me?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like what's going
88
on
Rising
here?
signed Alice
Yeah,
already. Come on,
what are
guys.
you doing,
Come on.
guys? Hello.
She got it already.
We all know it's right.
Yeah. You need that budget for that music video.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on,
Come
guys.
on.
I've seen Nikki's stuff.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, Nikki's dope too.
Nikki's dope.
Yeah.
I need.
But you don't have an Alice.
Yeah, you don't have an Alice, guys.
Come
Like,
on.
Come on, get Alice on.
Nikki can't dance. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on. She could do
I
it
mean,
all.
Nikki can dance. Sign me.
Oh,
Nikki.
see? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
See? Let's be political.
Facts.
No bad vibes.
Yeah, no bad
vibes. Yeah.
So, other than working with like YG, like,
Yeah.
have you worked with big artists, like in general, like any big artists from the States or?
To be honest, like, I kind of didn't care to go that route.
Like no collaborations or anything?
Not really, but honestly, first off, it's because like I'm technically still a very young artist.
Yeah.
Like I'm like kind of like new to it, still figuring things out.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like it doesn't make sense to like bring such an unsolidified human to, I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I feel like
You're
now
not ready yet. You weren't
Yeah.
ready before.
Exactly.
But now you're ready?
I'm definitely getting to that point where I'm like, okay, now I made the hype songs, don't need to make those anymore. Now I know my sound, I know my inspiration. Like I am me.
Yeah.
Finally. So now like I feel like I'm at a point where I can branch out more.
Yeah.
But I think like I've been kind of just like in my zone the past few years, just trying to figure out what is my sound, what do I even like, who do I listen
Yeah.
to? Because that's all over the place. So it's like, yeah, finally I honed things in and now we're at a point where I can get there, but I'm proud of myself for being smart about
Of
it.
course,
We're
yeah.
proud of you too.
Like, is there somebody specific like you really want to collab with?
BTS.
Aside from
Ooh.
K-pop, like who would you like realistically, is there
Okay.
any like upcoming artists that you would love to have on one of your tracks?
Yeah, I love Justin Park. Do you know Justin
Yeah, I know
Park?
Justin
Yeah.
Park.
He's
I've
so
never
good.
I love his songs too.
Yeah.
His album was awesome. I tried
Aw.
reaching out to him, but hey,
Yeah.
come on, Justin.
No, he's cool. I mean, I've only met him like a few times like
Yeah.
at shows or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
but you know, he's really great.
He has a good voice.
and he can dance too.
Yeah, he can dance
so I
too, yeah.
feel like just like concept wise, that could have been
That would-
so sick.
I can see you guys killing a track.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
Sound wise, it's similar to
Yeah.
R&B pop.
Yeah,
R&B
exactly.
pop makes
Right, right.
sense.
Yeah.
But you know, like you can't. It makes sense to like know a person
Yeah,
first.
it does.
So
Right, right.
It
there's
does.
that. But I don't know. Like my eyes are set higher than that stuff, man.
Of
like,
course. I mean,
like,
yeah.
I will work with BTS one day.
Hey,
I'm
You
having
gotta-
like a
you-
hysterical
if
moment
you write
right
that,
now.
If you write that down and keep looking at it, it will happen.
Anything
Yo.
is possible.
Anything is possible. That's my
Oh.
slogan.
Right, that's it, what it
Absolutely.
says.
Hey, maybe I'll go on The Voice and work with Ariana Grande. I don't
Ooh.
know.
Have you considered actually going on a vocal competition?
I don't think anything comes from that, to be honest. Like
That's true because we had William. He was on American Idol, and he told us his experience as well. So
Yeah.
they've reached out to me maybe 8 times.
American Idol.
Yes, they keep reaching out to me.
We need Alice.
every single time I'm like, thank you. No one watches you anymore.
Yeah.
So why would I waste my time? I could be making money.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste my time. The Voice is different, especially now that Ariana Grande is on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait.
This
She's
is
gonna
my.
notice me.
Yeah.
Wait.
Please notice me.
Yeah, like I love her, and I think she's so dope. So I actually am considering it, but
Voice.
yeah,
I would be excited to see you on there.
Yeah.
I would just be funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that would be cool seeing you on there, and I think you would go far.
We'll see. I don't know.
Don't put yourself
Okay,
down
so
like
you know
that.
what?
You
Yeah.
always got to say you're gonna go far.
I'm
Like,
gonna win season what
There you go.
46
That's-
of The Voice.
That's the positivity I want to hear. Okay.
I feel that. I feel.
Okay, so obviously we already know like you're a huge BTS fan.
Yes.
Are there any other like K-pop groups out there that you like enjoy?
Yes, absolutely. ITZY. Do you know them?
No.
Oh my god.
I honestly like we were gonna talk about it, but I started listening to K-pop back in like 2007, Big Bang,
Oh wow.
and stuff like that. So that's good. Yeah, that's where I'm at with like K-pop. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
you're missing out, man. I'm telling you. There's some
you gotta
groups.
put me on.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on. Like ITZY, oh my gosh, those girls. I like powerful people. And so they got so much power. They can
Yeah.
sing and dance like hardcore. I'm like, yes. And then Blackpink, obviously, I I like The Hustle, and I think their songs are bangers.
Yeah.
They have
Right.
amazing music. Yeah. And then, you know what? I think BTS might be my only guy group. Yeah,
That's it.
I'm
so
so
that's
committed
your, like,
to
top
them.
3 pretty much.
Well, BTS is number 1 in my life. in
Yeah.
my life. And then I'd say Blackpink, ITZY, and I like Twice a lot too.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
Twice? Come on.
No,
Oh
Twice.
my.
I'm
You know
sorry.
Twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
But I haven't
Maybe if
really,
I heard the songs, then I would probably know. But
but I did listen
No?
to K-pop back in the day a lot more, like Taeyang,
Yeah, me too.
TPM,
Yeah.
Big Bang.
Yeah.
you
We're
know.
throwing it back.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right, back,
No,
back.
that's what I'm saying, and I
Yeah.
still listen to them up to this day. Like I
Yeah.
still have their songs on my playlist, play them, and don't get me wrong, like I do like BTS and I do like some of their songs, but it's still like I like Big Bang, and I like Taeyang and G Dragon and all them, you know. So
I'm gonna send you the best BTS songs. See, you probably only listen to the title tracks.
true.
And the
I
title
like my favorite song from them is Mic Drop, the remix version.
Oh, you like hip hop. That makes sense why you like Big Bang.
course.
Okay. Okay, well, they don't have that many songs like that anymore. However, their title tracks are a bit more like really loud and happy and oh my god, a lot is happening.
Right.
But I like a lot of their more chill, like dramatic type of stuff. I'm gonna send you that. We'll see how you feel.
I liked Black Swan. That's like one of my favorites.
Freaking thank you.
Yeah.
I went to their concert like 2 nights ago.
Really?
You saw it in person? Saw it live?
Dang, so you went back to back with K-pop concerts.
What do you mean?
No.
Like you went, didn't you?
No, that's what she's talking about.
Is that BTS?
Oh,
too?
yeah, that was-
okay, I don't know that.
Oh
I thought that
my
was
God.
a group.
Yeah.
I thought that was literally a group, like Black Swan.
He has
Oh,
Alzheimer's.
oh.
He's
I'm
he's
like,
getting
oh,
ill.
what's happening?
See, I don't know like BTS. Like, I mean, like I
That
said, I
Black
only.
song is
It's
a song.
It's a
dope.
song, okay,
It's
yeah,
dope. And watching it,
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like that. It's
I saw
that
you lost
bad.
your voice when you went to
Is
the
it? Are you
concert.
fully healed now?
I am okay. Yesterday my throat hurt. I was like, this is concerning. But I, after the concert, I was like, what's up, guys?
He was concerned you weren't gonna
Alice
make it
was-
here.
Yeah, I was like,
Like he
oh,
was like, I don't know if
she
Alice
lost
is
her
gonna
voice.
come. Like her voice is gone. I was like, no, she messaged me. Like I'm pretty sure she's okay.
I don't know if you watched my stories from that night, but
I watched a few of them.
did you
Yeah, I
see the
did
one
too.
where they entered?
And you were screaming.
Oh, the music video or something was playing.
No. That's after. That's it's bad.
Wait, that was after. So that wasn't their intro.
No, I posted that after.
Oh, gotcha.
But when they appeared on stage, it's like 20 people were stabbing me with knives. It was that kind of scream. Like it was like I don't know. I love them so much. They changed my life, bruh.
Why is that?
Well-
like what made you kind of gravitate towards like BT? I want to know because this is it's something like I talked to him about. It's like K-pop has been around for so long already. Like I said, I mean,
Yeah.
I listened to K-pop back in like 2006, 2007 with Big Bang, G-Dra-
Yeah.
all them. I would have thought they would have been the ones to change the game, and they did have an American fan base, but it was small.
Yeah.
BTS comes around, and now they're like known worldwide, and it's just crazy. Like I want to know, like as an army,
Army Queen.
Army queen.
Yes.
The queen of the army.
Yeah, queen of the. Like I want to know, like why do you think, or how do you like, why is BTS so big? Like I
Oh.
just want to know, just because it's so crazy, like how it's K-pop's been around for so long, and now BTS has changed the game completely.
Easy peasy. Number one, their leader speaks English almost fluently. That's huge because then they can connect to people overseas and globally. Like that's why when they were on the Ellen DeGeneres show,
Yeah.
like there was a translator there, but they didn't really need him
Yeah.
because the leader could, you're like hearing from them themselves. Like
Right.
you're not talking to a translator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's that. They're also very intentional about connecting with fans. So from the beginning, they had like a variety show that they still have called Run BTS, and like you kind of get to know them. They do live videos where they'll like chat with you. Like they're very good at like connecting with their fans and like kind of paying it forward back to us,
Some
for
engagement.
supporting them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Another thing is that they don't have personal like social medias, which I think is really smart because K-pop fans can be insane.
Wait, they don't have personal social pages?
They don't.
Oh, just the
and
BTS
it's curated,
page.
by their label.
Gotcha.
And the thing is, it's a smart move because it's like people are psychotic about like K-pop stars that like if you post something and a girl's in the background, who's that girl? Oh my God, scandal! You're canceled. It's that bad. It is that bad. Yeah. And so like they were really smart at like, you know, tightening that image. And so it's like your mind can't go anywhere but like what they show you and like what they want you to see. And another thing is they're just very humble. They're very genuine. They come from, I know too much about them. First off.
Sounds like
you were like, I wasn't ready for this.
I didn't even know what I thought Black Swan was literally a group.
No,
like
it's a song,
that's how much
baby.
I don't know about BTS. I just know they're mainstream, like you know,
Yeah.
ones that you hear on the radio, like Butter and
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that.
Well, they're also more from like the countryside of Korea. So it's like it's kind of the comparison is like if a lot of K-pop stars are from LA.
Yeah.
They're from like South Dakota.
Oh, gotcha.
Like they're humble beginnings kind of.
Gotcha.
And so that kind of shaped them all individually to be very like genuine people, not cocky, not competitive, you know, not shady. Like they're just all genuinely like real and nice and humble and all of that. And like that comes through in their interviews and in their performances and all of that. So it's like you can connect to them like so honestly. And I can go on and on, but we'll leave it at that.
I noticed because kind of what you meant or talked about like controversies and stuff, you know, like listening to Big Bang and like being a fan of them. Like,
they were in so many.
they had like Sungri. He had like some kind of thing with a woman or something. So and then that kind of broke the group up. And then you know like G-Dragon is off doing his own thing. And then they went on the military service. And now it's crazy. You know, I read about BTS that the government might be changing the law and allow them to skip their service.
Well, I think that was being considered, but it's kind of like a Korean duty to like go. Yeah. So I think they are trying to, cause man, when they go, I'm going to be crushed. Yeah. But
is that the reason why they had the concert here like 4 nights in a row? Is maybe like to give people a chance to see them before they're off for a while?
Well, the oldest one. So the oldest one technically should be there now, because he's at
Who's
the
the
age.
oldest one? Is that the lead singer or the
Jin?
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
His birthday's today.
Oh.
His birthday's today.
Happy
this
birthday,
is too
Jin.
much.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Yeah, this is getting a little personal.
I know it's too much. It's too much.
You stalking them like
You know his birthday.
I know a lot about.
Do you know what he
BTS.
sleeps in and like you probably do, huh? There's like a security camera there or something.
You know, I may have
This
planted.
is a true fan. This is a true fan.
No, but like when they go, I'm gonna be absolutely crushed.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think because it's such like almost like an honor kind of, and like South Korean culture is so conservative, it's kind of like even if they were, oh, it's functioning, good job, Lava Lamp. Even if they you know pardon them and allow them to you know skip the service, I think just image wise. And they know this too, it would be smarter for them to go because then they're going to gain haters. And they don't have many haters because what can you hate? But then if they do that, it's like, oh, like you gave them privilege, like just because they're artists,
That's
blah,
what I was
blah,
gonna
blah.
say too.
Yeah, so it's smart that even if like we're all going to be crushed and
you gotta
destroyed,
let them do their service.
Gotta let them, but my
And it's
hope,
what, a 2-year service? Usually?
I think now it's 18 months. I
18
think.
months. So, okay, yeah.
So
It's
people
not
who
terrible.
don't know, you reach a certain age being from Korea, and then you have to go into service?
I believe it's 18 to 28, and it's
Okay.
males only, which
Males
is
only.
pretty messed up, you know?
Right.
It's kind of like, damn, I was born with a dick, and now I have to do this. No, but
Right.
seriously, like you know, sexism does go both ways, and I don't think that's very fair. It's like taking out even just a year and a half or 2 years of your prime, 18 to 28, your prime, like
Right.
you know, like having to devote that with no choice, like to the military. Like, you know, I understand they have to do what they have to do and that's their
Right.
culture, but you know, it must be so hard, you know? Like I have people who are, you know, they have South Korean citizenship and they like we're in America for college or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they had to like leave school early to go do their time, and it's like, oh, they couldn't graduate with their friends and stuff.
They're
and
just
it's,
starting their life.
that's what I'm saying.
they'd
So
be
it's
taken
like,
back.
like you know, that's their culture. That's what they ought to do. But it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah.
Did you see the Crosswalk show? With
Don't-
James Corden.
Don't remind me.
You're mad you missed that, huh?
Don't say anything either.
Yeah.
I was freaking home on the East Coast for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
And I saw that and I was like,
Yeah. How do people even know about this? Like, because I don't think they put it out there like that. Because of course you don't want to be, crowding the streets of LA.
Leave it to Alice. She's a true fan.
You're the
will
queen.
find out.
it's fan cafe, baby. I don't know how like the main people find these things out, but I would learn it from other people who are like me
It's
and
just
psychotic.
like passing off. by
Yeah,
word.
exactly. But it's like, you keep the circle real small.
Yeah. I was like, it's crazy because I mean, they haven't released the actual episode. I'm waiting to watch the actual episode too.
Yeah, really.
But I seen like all the behind the scenes. Hella people were there. I was like, it's like a concert. Like what the? Sorry, Alice. But it's still crazy
Missed
to
your
me.
one chance.
Yeah, it's still crazy that like, cause I know when they do, the other crosswalk shows with James Corden and stuff, that's typically like on the spot. Like not
Yeah.
anybody knows about it, but the fact that people found out about the BTS one and literally there was like hundreds of people there. I was like, damn,
They got an army of stalkers.
that's facts. Sorry,
Yeah,
Alice.
must have been fun. For them. I bet they enjoyed their time.
I'm sure they did.
Next question.
All right. So, have you been to Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And guess what? The air is so bad I got
Yeah.
strep throat and pink eye at the same time.
Oh,
I hate strep throat.
My friend at the same time.
Really?
Yes, at the same time because of the air. I don't know.
I
Something's
mean, even
happening.
here is terrible too.
Yeah.
The air here, like,
Yeah, it is.
that's why we. Have you been to Seattle yet?
Yeah, it was so boring.
Hey, why you gotta hate? But hey,
Damn.
if you notice something though, do you see how clean the air is?
I mean,
Like,
I'm from
did you-
Boston. It's clean there.
Is it there too? I mean, I've never been over
Yeah,
there,
never
so
been
I wouldn't know.
But it's up north, so I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Yes,
up north
Yeah,
things
yeah, yeah.
seem to be better.
And
yeah,
probably the closer you are to Canada, maybe that's why.
It's colder,
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
More, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the one thing like for us like we notice is whenever we go back home, the air is so clean, you can breathe so easy. Once you hit here, it's like you just smell like smoke and it's just dirty.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
disgusting.
So speaking about Seattle and being a K-pop star,
Not a K-pop star, okay?
I know she's not a K-pop
I said,
star.
I glitched a little.
Purity got mad at me for calling her that, okay? Like,
It's okay, you're forgiven.
But what I was saying is, I know a K-pop star, Jay Park. He's from Seattle, and he
Oh.
mentioned that being in Korea, they actually have like a school where they teach you to become like a K-pop star, which is crazy and different from here.
Does he mean like the agencies? Like it's kind of like it's called
Oh.
trainees. Like you're
Oh,
a
okay,
trainee,
okay.
yeah. So it's like you're under the. If it's what he's talking about, then it's like you have to audition to become a trainee within the agency.
I seen something like that on
Yeah.
Big Bang because when I started getting into Big Bang, I became a fan of them. So then I was looking them up on YouTube, and then I found the videos of them being trained. They all live together.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
I forget what the actual term was, but it's like they slowly like once they're like grouped in together and they begin to be friends or
Yeah,
whatever, then they
yeah.
slowly push them out to see if people like them or something like that.
Well, that's like once they are chosen as a group. So like you kind of get in like individually, and then like once you reach a certain point or whatever, or they're thinking of forming a group and you match that group or whatever, then it's like, oh, okay. So then the group is formed, you live together. And BTS even did this, and they did this in LA, and oh my gosh,
Oh, really?
hilarious. They made it a reality show. Y'all gotta watch it. It's so funny. These poor guys. This was 2015. They were a brand new group. They look so different.
So
They're-
wait, all this happened here? in LA or back in Korea?
It started in Korea, but just for like this reality show and concert.
They came here for that. Okay.
So basically, like they kind of want to see how people respond to you. They want to see if people will come for you, like you know what I'm saying. And so, I'm sure Big Bang did the same stuff, and BTS unfortunately had to do that in LA, and it's so funny trying to see them talk in English on Hollywood Boulevard to random people.
Yeah.
Just
Might have to
please,
watch it.
Please watch it.
What do you look up on YouTube to find that video?
Something school. Frick. I have to send it to you later.
Send it to me.
It's so funny though.
Send it to me.
Oh my god.
So being a big BTS fan and like Blackpink, did you ever? I know you're not a K-pop star, but did you ever think about going to Korea and going to an agency like that and becoming like a K-pop star?
So no, because okay. I'm not against, artists who, because I know a lot of Asian artists who, were born here, who were like, oh, it's not working out here, I gotta go to Korea. And then, like Ailey. Ailey is actually from, you don't know who the fuck that is.
No.
No idea.
She's a solo artist, but she's from like my area in Jersey. And, she did that too. And, that is a good way to blow up, overseas. But for me, I know that my journey is going to take longer, and I understand that, and
You're willing to take the time to
because
invest into your own artistry.
Because like if we all just give up and go back to our motherland because it's easier there, then who's pushing for us here? Because the more time we spend, only hanging out with Asian people, only making Asian movies, only pursuing artistry in Korea, then who's pushing for Shang-Chi or what's his face, Simu Liu?
Oh yeah,
Simu?
Simu?
I'm so
like
sorry,
that.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. But hey, like why couldn't he be Hulk or something? Like so that we, aren't always stereotyped. They have to see us in that light in America, not just from Korea shipped over here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, for sure.
Yeah.
And so, like I have signed up for a very hard task, but I believe in it and I believe in myself.
I believe in you too.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm very thick-skinned. I'm very level-headed, and so I acknowledge, what I have signed up for.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like when I die, I don't want to say, oh, I was famous. Yay. I got all the glamour and love. Like, no, I want to say I changed the world. I changed the game. I did
leave a
something.
good legacy.
That's where we're at. Like I want to say I did something that helped change the lives of that Asian kid who's getting bullied over his lunch. Like, I don't want him to think, oh, I'm a loser because I'm Asian. It's like, no, I want them to be able to look up and see that Asian American pop star and be like, okay, but we are dope. So what are you to, you know what I'm saying? So
Now's the time to do it.
Yeah. You're already doing exactly what you need to.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it, okay? And I want to
you.
see you in concert at like SoFi.
Yeah. Hell
That's,
yeah.
That's the goal, okay?
Come on.
Yeah.
Woo.
Let's
I'm
go.
excited.
So I mean, obviously, like you dance.
Yes.
Is that something? Like, do you do choreography or like how did like? Because I know a lot of artists. Some dance and some don't.
Yeah.
But you're one of the artists that dance, to their music. Like,
Yeah.
Is that something? Did dance start first or?
I've always been, first off, I'm probably not on your level because you're like a dancer. So I'll say that I'm not a professional dancer because there's you got to distinguish the two, but I can dance. So I grew up just like very good at all things entertainment.
Yeah.
I've always had a big personality. I'm very good with camera and on stage. Like I've been very articulate. I can host, MC, I can sing, dance, act. I'm good at all that.
Yeah.
So it just came naturally to me. I was like, oh, I can groove. I get it. I have rhythm.
I could tell from
You know
your
what I'm
music
saying?
videos. Okay.
Yeah. There's a ton of room for improvement, to be honest. Because one thing is that like dancing and singing at the same time is so hard.
And that's why, that's what I was saying, because a lot of artists can't do it.
They just lip sync.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think
You didn't
of
know
it.
that?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
that
true.
logically makes sense,
Yeah.
but I think to me, because of that, well, I guess, I did know that, but because of that, I can't. I just refuse to.
I feel like Chris Brown or Justin Bieber's the only ones that can really like dance at the same time and sync.
Yeah.
Like Chris Brown is, and of
Beyonce.
course MJ, like MJ.
Oh yeah, Beyonce.
Beyonce too.
How can we leave that out?
Yo.
No, don't forget MJ, guys. Like,
No, of course. I mean, he's a legend.
Usher. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of good
Yeah.
artists out there that can actually like not lip sync and sing to their songs.
Yeah.
But that's why I was I wanted to like bring that up to you because like you do dance to your songs.
Yeah. I mean, I am easily bored when I'm like watching a performance. Like you could be singing your face off, but I think because I'm a singer and I'm just so used to that, I'm just kind of like, what else? Like I like a show.
Yeah.
I like a performance. That's why someone like MJ was so legendary.
Right.
You can't stop looking at him. Someone like Beyonce, she does that in heels.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Heels.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever walked in heels.
No.
Like to
Maybe
do,
him. I don't know.
to do the choreography she does while belting
yeah.
her face
I
off
know.
in like 6-inch heels. Legend.
Yeah.
When people say she's not talented, I want to punch them in the face. Like
I don't
honestly,
think anybody can deny.
Yeah, I mean, I would never say she's not talented. Like,
I've seen it and I've
really?
heard it,
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
that's crazy.
Yeah, but for me, I don't know. I think I know what captivates an audience, and I mean, I'm kind of just the type, like, even when I'm watching a performance, like, I know what I like, so I try to give that back too.
Yeah.
And especially as somebody who's so influenced by K-pop, if I'm being honest here, like, I love, like, you know, if Blackpink just sat there and just sang, people wouldn't care as much for them. But they're, like, doing full-on choreography and, like, being flashy to their vocals, you know, so it's so different.
Yeah.
So I like being someone who, like, stands out. Because even in a lot of shows in LA, like, a lot of times I'm the only one who dances and sings at the same time. So, we're just going to say, thank
More
God I
kudos.
had talent.
You killing it.
Because, well.
Just stay killing it.
So did you dance at all before getting into music, or was it like kind of at the same time?
No, yeah, so I was always like, I could always groove. I knew I had it like naturally in me. I'm trying to think of the first time I ever danced, like, oh my God. You know what's funny? I think the first like exposure I had to like movement and like choreography was church body worship. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's essentially
Body
like
worship.
Church body worship.
dance.
I would like to know more
To
about
a-
this body worship.
You know how like there's like
Ceremony.
worship music, like singing.
Yeah.
So body worship is essentially like a dance to like a worship song.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
gotcha.
instead of singing to it, you're dancing to it.
I see.
And so like I was young. I was like a kid, and it was like some jungle song with elephants like in the background. I don't know why. What elephants have to do with Jesus, but we're here. So there was that, and then like I started getting into musical theater, so I would dance like that, and then I hung around all these. And then I hung around all these
She can't even finish it, guys.
B-boys, baby.
Oh.
You know the B-boys.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
were sea walking,
Oh,
sea
yeah.
walking.
Mhm.
But you know they taught me a thing or two.
Ooh,
So I
okay.
was like,
Sea walking
okay.
days.
Yeah. So and I was like, this
Sea
is
walking
cool.
was popular in Seattle too.
It was.
For real?
It was.
Oh my god.
I
yeah.
was even doing that shit, but then once you
Wait,
find out
really?
what, once you find out what it really is, though, it's like,
Wait, what do you mean?
like it's like crip walking and it's gangsters, like and stuff
Gang
like
related.
that. Yeah, gang related.
Oh, you didn't.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know.
See?
Yeah, see. Yeah. But
oh.
it became popular.
Yeah, it became. It's like it's implemented into dance now, but it's like it was one of those things where I didn't know what it was
Yeah,
either.
sea walking, and then there's bee walking,
Yeah.
crip walking, and blood walking.
Yeah.
Those moves are originated.
She's looking
from
back
gangs.
on life now. She's like, I did not know this.
I'm really sorry to steer us off topic.
Yeah.
But Corey,
Yes,
what the hell is this sticker on your laptop?
it's a Supreme sticker with a naked woman. I think is that the one?
Yes,
That's a Supreme sticker as well.
her legs are also open, and there's like a goose.
Oh.
Like
Honestly, I was like, I'll just take all my Supreme stickers, slap them on. Didn't even bother paying attention.
Yeah.
It's a hype laptop.
Am I the first one to bring this up?
Yeah.
Well,
well,
all
you
your
are
other
the-
guests noticed it.
Well, you are the first girl on the podcast
yeah.
too.
You broke
So
broke
we
the
are
trend
glad
of males being on
to
here.
have you on as our first guest.
It's more fun like this, isn't it?
No, I mean honestly, like because we already have a list of women to bring on the show, but you're the first one. So let's give some hand claps for
let's
Alice
go.
being the first female on the Artistry Drop, guys.
So thanks for pointing that out because none of the men probably would have pointed that out. But you know, no.
Well,
That's something a woman would probably notice, but the guys are probably like, that shit's dope.
yeah, he's one of us.
I mean, Corey, you know what? You're into what you're into.
I mean,
like,
hey, you know,
I wish the people could see this.
I might have to show you guys a picture of it on YouTube, but
If you guys want to get him a gift, you already know he needs a dildo.
I can't stop looking now.
Yeah.
You've tainted me.
just drink more of your Grinch and then you'll be fine.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm
God,
okay.
I need it. Come here, Grinch. Want to know something funny?
Go ahead. What's funny?
So when I pick up a cup, right?
Uh-huh.
I gotta stick my pinky out. It happens
Oh,
naturally.
you're like one of those the actual like rich people that do that whole pinky thing.
No. I learned this from SpongeBob.
Oh,
And
really?
remember, he said like, when in doubt, pinky
Oh
out.
yeah.
Wow, I don't even know.
And ever
This is before his time.
makes sense. Or after his time. After.
Wait, you know what? How old are you? I don't even know. Can we put that out there?
No.
No.
But I still want you to guess. It's people tend to guess right.
25.
I'll say 23.
28.
The fuck?
Okay,
Oh
you're
my
not that
I
old.
would say
my
23, 24.
We'll say we like John.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dang,
I mean,
Corey.
I'm just saying, you know, like, I mean, you do, like, you look young, but then also you kind of have, like, you look a little bit older.
Your personality.
Oh my God!
No,
I'm not saying you look
He said I look old.
I'm not saying you look. Hey,
let me put
hey,
it like this.
I'm old, but I just look young.
I'm gonna leave. So
Don't leave us.
I think what he means is like you don't look old, but your personality comes off like
Yeah.
as an older soul.
you
That's
didn't
exactly
mean that,
what
you
he
freaking
meant.
liar. You freaking liar. You didn't mean that. Okay, if I'm being real,
No, I honestly, I don't think you're over 30 anyways.
I mean, I'm not close to 30 either.
Like me. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating now.
The Grinch is really gonna come
Grinch
out.
is coming.
Yeah. Corey, we on another level
Oh,
now.
God.
No, but it's when I don't wear makeup, I look like a baby. So like when I don't wear makeup, people are like, wow.
Wow.
Like it's interesting. I look like a kid, but because of how I dress too, it's more of like a, you know,
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
He said, "You
She's
look."
gonna kill you.
He said,
I'm sorry.
"You look young, but you also look old."
Oh.
It's the Grinch speaking, I promise.
Rachel, this is your call, honey, to do what you need to do
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
to avenge my soul.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way, but
Redeem yourself.
you know we all love you, like, so.
Yes, we do.
I'm sorry.
What just
Damn,
happened?
this podcast, like, this is the longest one we've done. It's almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't feel like it. To be
It
honest.
doesn't feel like
Y'all
it.
are gonna have to cut probably, unless you don't want to.
We might have to just skip some questions, but guys, like, I'm kind of happy that our conversation went on this long because there's
Right.
so much. Like, I literally told you this yesterday. I was like, we can talk for hours, but we're trying to
Yeah.
keep our podcast at least an hour and a half because, you know, a majority of people,
As a viewer.
yeah, their
You know.
attention span may not even go past 2 hours.
Yeah.
But, you know, hey, guys, we're trying to make this hype as possible, like, and exciting. You know, we got all these, you know, we got Alice, guys. Like,
Yes,
please
sir.
just continue listening.
Please
Let's
don't
get
stop.
today.
Don't
No,
stop.
stop right before he tells me I look old.
You look
Right.
young.
Shut up, asshole.
You look young, but you look old. Yeah.
You look
Right
young.
in the middle.
I reverse that answer.
So I mean,
You-
technically,
you
like
look
25. Then you look like if you were going
In the middle.
off of what he was
yeah,
saying
in the middle.
See, okay, that's not.
That's what I meant. I
that's
meant
not-
25.
You think 25 is old? What's wrong with you?
I mean,
It's old, but it's not old, and but it's not young.
That's what I
Oh,
said.
oh,
See?
is that? Are you lying?
That's what I
Men
said.
lie. I don't know. I
I swear,
don't know.
no, I did not. Like
I'm
I said,
just the best wingman.
no,
The world will never know.
no, like I said, didn't think you were over 30 anyways.
Yeah, but I'm not close to 30
I know, but that's why I
either.
like the middle ground. Like,
you keep your 34 ass away from me. All right.
Ooh, the Grinch.
the Grinch is speaking, guys.
We're in new territory now, Corey.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Let's get comfy. Next question.
Okay, next question.
We will go on, guys.
Okay, so
We stuck with that topic for like 20 minutes.
I know, really,
All right.
Okay, so going back into dancing, you you said you like to put on a full performance, and dancing was definitely something you incorporated to bring on to your performances, since you were so inspired by BTS and Blackpink. You wanted to bring that aspect into your performance. When you do, I've seen some of your past performances, and you could tell you really love performing.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you love the most about it?
Ooh, I think stepping into your performance persona is like you never get another opportunity to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when else are all eyes on you and you are giving 1,000,000%, and it's like no one's judging you for it because
Yeah.
you're supposed to be, It's like in a if you're on the street, pretend you have like a really extra personality. It's like it's kind of looked at as like a negative thing, like,
Right.
oh, you're too much, you're so much. But then on stage, it's like, oh no, like you're at your 1,000,000%, and people want it and people love it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
You could be like as extra as you want to be. because
exactly
You're on the stage.
Yep, and you can just unleash like everything you want to. And so I love that, like, you can bring out the most authentic, real, raw version of yourself on there. Ooh,
Right.
nothing like it.
Yeah, I honestly haven't performed in a long time. I used to
Oh.
perform dance all the time, and I just love that like adrenaline rush you get right before you get on, and then once you're on, it's just like wow. And then that feedback that you get from the crowd is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no other feeling like it. So
Nothing like it.
yeah, so I definitely feel you on that one.
Yeah. We need to know who your top inspirations are for music. Aside from knowing you're a huge K-pop fan,
Okay.
who do you take inspiration from? Like your top 3.
Okay.
I always ask top 3 because I know there's so many, but you got to narrow it down.
Okay, musically,
Yeah.
Doja Cat, Ariana Grande, Blackpink. I have to say Blackpink is in there because, have you listened to my last song?
I mean,
And
those are
then-
good choices, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those I would say like musically in terms of like creating it and stuff, but in terms of vocally it's totally different because like I wouldn't say I want to sing like Ariana Grande because I don't really like thin voices. Her vocals are very thin, like
Yeah.
like it's very she's so talented. She could sing her
Yeah.
face off, but
Yeah.
it's like I love the vocals of Beyonce or
The more
Aretha
deeper.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Soul. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like and Aretha Franklin
Yeah, Aretha
or
Using more like the diaphragm.
yeah, like gut singers. Whew, even Adele can sing her face off.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly Clarkson,
Yeah.
like
Some
Pink.
legends.
Yeah, like I love like female powerhouse
Yeah.
like belters. Like
Yeah.
that to me is legendary.
Yeah,
like
who doesn't? I mean,
Yeah.
when you have a voice that powerful, that like brings you in more.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
But it's interesting because nowadays like no one really cares about that. And it's so
I think that's
Right.
facts. Yes,
Yeah.
I think
like
so too.
if you listen to music nowadays, like even the female vocals, like "Day for right boy,
Yeah.
show you," it's so just chill and it's nice to listen to.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, when can I use this?
You know what? I think I agree with you because like I feel like people are too attached to a song. Not necessarily the voice. If
Yeah.
the song is good, they're gonna stay attached to it. They
That's
don't
true.
care about the voice.
That's true.
That's what I think. Like kind of what you're saying is like nowadays today, it's the song. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily the voice, which kind of sucks
Yeah.
though because I still like I listen to music because of the voice as well. Like if
Yeah.
if the song is good but the voice sucks, like I'm not gonna listen to it.
Mm-hmm,
Like So
Right.
yeah, that's what I think.
I
I listen to your music though, so you gotta.
You're a good guy.
I know.
You're a good guy.
I know.
Kind of.
kind of. It's now with the age thing.
Kind of.
No.
Yeah.
So like I want to know because a lot of artists they have a different way of going about their music. Like, are you working your way to making an album, or are you just releasing singles?
So what I've gathered is actually for someone on my level, I don't think an album makes sense.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of artists do say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Once you're at Ariana or Doja or Justin Bieber's level, you have millions of fans who are going to listen to every single song that you release, you know?
Right.
But then when you're independent and you're not signed, it's like you don't have millions of people out there who are going to listen to every single song. You worked hours and
So
hours
it's like
and
a
hours on
waste.
it just doesn't make the most sense. And it's like, why would I create something and no one hears it,
Yeah.
So for me, I have been focusing on singles, which makes more sense for me.
Yeah.
But I
think that works for any artist. Though.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Right.
But I think I am at a point where I'm releasing EP2.
Okay.
So it's EP like 4 songs.
4 songs.
Right.
People will listen to 4 songs.
Yeah.
Right.
People won't listen to 10 songs,
Yeah.
which I get. Like I don't listen to independent artists if they release an album. I'm not usually inclined to listen to a 10-song album.
Yeah.
But if you release an EP, sure, that's a drive. That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're working on that right now.
Nice.
Hey, dope.
Oh, and
Excited to
she's
hear
all
that.
up in her feels.
Oh, yeah?
She is in her, because I haven't gotten in my feels for, like as deeply as I want to.
Yeah.
And so, I'm so excited.
Do you have a ETA on when that's gonna drop?
Okay, so here we go. So I wanted it to be in the spring, and I think it could still happen in the spring, but I may be receiving an opportunity that will take me away from the city for a long time.
Really?
Oh,
So I'm kind of like
She's doing a movie, guys.
Yeah.
I
I actually can't say anything. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say nothing because I'm
Just say it that way. Yeah,
I
we
signed
understand.
paperwork, so
Yeah.
Of course,
but
yeah.
that there's a high potential of that, and so I'm like I don't know,
Yeah.
but it does kind of get me because it's like my passion is music, like everything I ever want to do is music, but it's like the way you make money more
Right.
so is modeling, is
Yeah.
the acting, is the commercials, you
Right.
know what I mean? So, but we're all just doing our best.
that actually
Yeah.
goes into the next question I have is
I'm so good at this every
Yeah.
time.
you
Yeah.
are. It literally is
Yeah.
going right into it.
Transition. Okay.
But like you're part of an agency.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, how do you actually like being part of an agency? Because with all the other models I've worked with that are part of agencies, some of them hate it, some of them love it.
Yeah.
Some of them actually, are primary for the model agencies, so then that's why they love them.
Yeah.
But and then some just don't get jobs, so then that's why they hate them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, again, being proactive and being on top of your stuff is huge.
Yeah.
First off, the agency I'm with is amazing. Like, I love them. And an agency is good when every single model you meet on set who is with them also says the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
everyone with O models loves O models. And then their client list is really good. Like, that's how I worked with Nike. That's how I worked with Fenty Beauty. Like, they got the connections, And another thing is, though, that very generic looking people are now going out of style. And so like they don't want that like typical, kind of look.
Yeah.
They like that I'm Asian.
Yeah.
They like that my hair is dyed.
Yeah.
They like that my photos are weird and my style is crazy. They like that I have a personality. Like it's that kind of stuff is becoming more valued in the modeling industry.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think because I have all those things plus other talents that can get me booked on a commercial with singing in it or whatever, like I think that's why they value me because I have a lot going for me instead of just being skinny and pretty. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And so I'm very grateful for that. But I will say, if this were a few years ago, no one would probably even look at me, Like, yeah.
So you have a lot of like thankfulness to the agency.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are they LA based or are they based around like New York? And
They're here. Yeah, they're
are?
LA
Okay.
based. And it's like, I don't know, it's just so cool to like see myself in ads and as somebody who's so big on representation,
Yeah.
it's like to be the one Asian girl in this photo or like the one Asian girl who beat everyone else like in this project. Like It's huge because even if it's not music, that's still representation because it's like you're seeing my face instead of, you know, someone with big eyes or whatever. Yeah. So it's like,
that's dope because I actually used to be part of an agency too back in Seattle, but they were just like so local and I didn't get that many jobs, but you know, they definitely wanted a generic person, like you were saying, no tattoos, you know, you can't have a dyed hair, you know, stuff like that, very generic. So that's dope to hear that it's starting to change now.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Like I get booked, especially like when you're submitting, they typically like want your Instagram. And so a lot of like, you know, people think we post photos for ourselves, but really it's to get money. Like, because they'll see my Instagram and like think, oh, like she looks dope. My photos are so like whatever fashion. Yeah. And so they like, it's cool to see how that is now appealing instead of just like, oh, like she looks like an anime character. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get her on to be a gamer girl.
I actually remember seeing you in the, I think it is Taco Bell, the Taco Bell commercial.
Oh, I loved that commercial.
Yeah, I remember seeing when you posted that. I was like, oh, that's dope. Oh. How was that? How was the experience with that? Because wasn't it for like CL or, right? Was it for CL?
She was in the commercial.
She was in the commercial.
I mean, there were a lot of famous people in it, but
was it a Korean-based Taco Bell commercial or
no?
It wasn't.
It was an American national commercial, and I think especially because she's trying to break
into the American market.
Exactly. Yeah. But that was so monumental for me because it's like, oh my gosh, like I didn't have a major role or anything, but I was in it.
But you were still there,
Yeah, and I'm recognizable, which is dope. But
that's why you're famous. That girl recognized you.
Oh my God, I'd be so sad if someone recognized me from a Taco Bell commercial. Oh man.
I remember you.
Like, well, it was cool because like she's the first Korean or Asian, was it? Korean or Asian in general, like female to star in an American national commercial, which is crazy because she actually is one of my biggest inspirations too. And just like stylistically and, you know, and what she's doing and whatever. And so I just to be on set with her was just insane.
Oh, so you were actually on set with her then?
Oh yeah, I saw her.
I wasn't sure if it was like a, you know, like, you know
separately
how it is. Yeah,
no.
Separately.
I was right there, and
that's dope.
I freaked out. You have no idea. Literally, like I'm in that car scene, right? And we're driving past her, and we have to wave to her, and then we kind of like slowly drove back into place, and I was like, it was so not cool at all, and she literally sees me, points, and she laughs, but like not in like like an asshole way, more like that's cute. And I was like, I love you. I was like,
where was that filmed? In New York or?
It was downtown LA.
Oh really?
It was at like that theater that has like the lights that are like kind of like pink and green. I don't know. I don't know either. Yeah. I forgot where it was filmed, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that commercial though. I was like, oh shit. And then I showed Rachel too. She's like, oh shit, that's dope. Yeah.
We gotta interview Rachel.
Oh, we are. We actually bringing her on in January.
That's so cute.
Yeah. That one should be funny because I was literally talking to her about it last night. I was like, that one is gonna be more chill because, like, you know, since we all live here, it's like, all right, let's just do it.
Yeah,
you know, like,
yeah.
That one will be like super funny and chill.
That is so cute. I love that.
It'll be fun. So aside from your music, you do a lot of commercial shoots and modeling and acting and also doing your own music and stuff like that. Do you find it hard to like juggle everything? Obviously, you're probably busy almost every day.
Oh yeah, but I love it. Yeah. I don't like free time. I don't, and it's not good. But I don't know. I like to be productive. Yeah. If I have downtime, I'm gonna go on a hike, or like I'll like exercise. I'll do something useful, or even if it's going to a cafe and journaling, like that's, you know, soul work. You know, like I'm always doing something. But in terms of balancing shoots, I mean, it depends because shoots aren't like every single day. Yeah. So if I have a day off, you know, typically I'll kind of make it like a self-care day. And music wise, I do that at night. I don't know why. Music during the daytime just doesn't hit hit the same.
Yeah.
It has to be like 2 a.m. and I'm in my feels and I'm like, like crying on my computer, like voice noting that melody. Like it has to be something like that. Like I'm
But that's authentic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it in the moment.
And I think actually a lot of artists and creatives are night owls. So I bet you stay up late at night editing videos and stuff. That's the thing. I don't know what it is about nighttime, but yeah. So
I think it's probably it's also maybe to the point where you're just more relaxed and you're at ease. So because like it. Well, I guess it depends on the person too. Like there are people that go out and party. Of course.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're out doing that. But if you're just kind of a night owl that stays at home and nighttime is like probably the perfect time for creatives.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you did what you needed to during the day. Nighttime, now you have free time to work on other things.
yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So I want to get into the fashion. Like, your fashion is super dope. Rachel loves your fashion, like, and she's a fashion designer, so it's like, yeah. So the fact that your style is super dope. Like, I wanted to know, like, how'd you get into fashion? Like, was it something that from K-pop stuff or?
My parents are very fashionable, so I was born this way because they're very like classy, expensive looking. They just I don't know. I don't know. They've always just been really into like shopping and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So at a young age, like I cared. But I remember growing up, like it would be so annoying because like there were so many things I wanted to wear. But like when you're in high school, you have no money to buy the things you actually want to wear.
Right.
So if you like look at my old photos, like I look like preppy because I would like steal my mom's clothes and stuff because she dresses preppy. But I think finally, like, as someone who like makes her own money now and stuff, like I can dress and look the way I want to. And so when it comes to inspo, I get asked this a lot and I don't think I'm inspired by anyone. I think when I see individual pieces, I'm like, that's weird. I want it.
Right.
I like the weirder
things.
like this jacket doesn't cover my body, but
It's definitely unique.
but it's weird, and it's just kind
And
of
that's
like.
how you get people looking at you.
But I mean, they're always looking at
Yeah,
me.
see?
Sometimes I don't like it though, to be honest. Like,
Is it because you might think they're thinking something weird about you, or?
No, I don't really care if they're thinking something weird or even positive. It's more so like I remember I was in Spain last month just for vacation, and people could not stop staring at me because they don't have people who look like me in Spain.
Or they think you're famous.
My best friend said that too, but I was like, I don't know. But people would literally like whip their heads back to like stare at me and like watch. And like it's not that like I'm thinking, oh, they're thinking this about me. I don't care. It's more so like, can you stop? I just want to walk.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you
don't
mean,
look at me.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. Like, so literally, you just think of pieces yourself. There's just no inspiration whatsoever. Because I know, didn't you mention CL is like a big inspiration for fashion?
I think we dress pretty different. I think she wears a lot more colors, and she's a lot more street. Where I think I'm a bit more like on the chic side. But like I think like to an extent maybe.
Yeah.
But I meant more so like her vibe. I really like. Yeah, but in terms of individuals, like there aren't a lot of people I know who dress like as crazy as me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love your jewelry too, especially the ear.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah, the earpiece is dope.
Earpiece.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that from?
Doll-
Where's it?
Dolls Kill.
Oh, Doll Skill. Okay.
I know Rachel knows what it is.
Oh yeah, no, of course. No, because I was gonna mention because where I get my jewelry, I forget, but they have a earpiece kind of like that for like men and stuff.
Oh, what
was like,
brand?
Vitali.
Huh?
Vitali?
Vitali, yeah,
That's
Vitali.
where these are from.
Vitali?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah.
And none of you guys.
Oh, my watch, or not my watch, my ring almost looks like that. The big
This
black-
guy?
No, not that one.
The black one.
Yeah, the black
this one.
the squared one.
Oh
The-
yeah.
Yeah, they have some dope stuff. That's where I
Yeah, they
usually
do.
get some of my jewelry too.
I love their stuff.
Yeah.
Whew. They gotta sponsor us now.
I know, right?
Guys, sponsor us already.
Tally, let's go.
Tally. All right, so we pretty much are at the end of our podcast. It was a great talk. Like we're at 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Hey,
That's
the
insane.
longest.
Crazy, right?
That did not feel that
It doesn't.
long.
No, it doesn't.
It
at
doesn't.
all.
But this is the longest podcast, guys. So please, like, stay tuned for the whole thing. Okay.
It's definitely entertaining.
It's entertaining. This one was fun to do, but you know how we end our podcast is the main reason for this show is to be inspirational.
Yes.
We want you to, you know, give advice to people that are pursuing their dream as a musician, singer, artist, you know, whatever. Like, speak your words.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Like, what would you say to like people who like look up to you and want to be in your
singer.
shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't let anybody affect how you reach your dreams. Even if it's your parents or your best friend or your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. If you know that you were born with a purpose and a gift to do something, you make sure that happens. Because if we all lived life, you know, living by our parents' standards or anyone else's standards, you know, then we're living for them. We're not thriving. But I strive to thrive. So I hope that anybody who listens to this or follows me or whatever can be inspired to just go for it, because you don't have to be the tallest or prettiest or the best singer. Like, I'm none of those. And, you know, I still believe in myself. So just know that you're worth the journey and value yourself as such.
That's an amazing answer. I love that.
Let's go.
Any shout outs you want to give to any of our viewers or people in general?
Shout out to Mr. Princing. You were the best chorus teacher. Thanks for inspiring me to sing in the first place.
Hey.
Nichelle Mungo, my Berklee voice professor. She's perfect, and she helped me not get tired when I sing. And my best friend, Jamie Park, just because.
Shout out, Jamie.
Hey, Jimmy.
And you guys.
Oh,
clap,
appreciate
clap,
you.
clap, clap,
Let's
clap.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks.
Where can our viewers find you? Like, what's all your social medias?
Oh, God. All right, we're going to be here all day. Ready?
I know, right?
Because my handles are all different, because I have the most generic name on planet Earth. I have to do this every time. So here we go. Instagram, alpal, with 5 L's.
We will link that anyway, so.
Down in the description.
Yep.
There we go. ALPALLLLL.
Oh.
Was that 5? That was 5 L's. TikTok, I don't really post on TikTok. So don't look. Just don't ask. Don't go on TikTok and try to find me. And YouTube. What is my YouTube? Oh my God.
We will link all those.
Yeah, right.
We will link all those anyways, guys.
Just you could go to my link tree.
Yeah, link tree. Well, actually, maybe that's what we'll do is just link your link tree so
Yeah.
everything is there.
Please link my link
Yeah,
tree.
there you go.
I don't
Make it
know
all
what my
easy.
YouTube
We
is
will make it
called.
easier for all you viewers.
There's a lot of Alice's out there,
There
I
is.
know. Damn.
but there's only one you should remember.
Oh, yes.
Fire.
There we go.
Let's go.
All right, we appreciate you coming on the show today. This was definitely probably one of the funnest ones. Like,
He
Yeah,
means
for
the funnest. He just doesn't want to offend his previous people.
no, this
but
was definitely
he means the funnest.
Yeah, it was the funnest.
Yeah,
He
it
went
was.
there.
It was. No, honestly. And
Yes,
like,
sir.
definitely a fun one to do. But yeah, guys, that's gonna end our podcast today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, even though it was like almost 2.5 hours.
Let's go, baby.
But if you guys are not following us on Instagram, it's the Artistry Drop. We're streaming on all major platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere else you guys listen to your music. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's Artistry Drop. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Let's go.